I'm a bit I'm sleep deprived today. Hence the really weird start to stream. We should be live though at this point. How's it going? Liveness, do we be? We do be! How's it going, folks? Welcome to the Sunday stream. Shadaisy. I only just really got back from my trip, so I had to whack a few settings back into place in my thing, which is why I'm like 3 minutes late. I do apologise, Aru. Jump into launch. Stay safe. We're going to do one last little push to see if we can... Oh, one last big push. See if we can find a triple S Fauna. Because we haven't had a look so far. We found plenty of, like, SSAs, but no triple S's. I'm trying to think, darling, can you hear me? SAS. Don't know why. SAS makes me think of ABBA. So, on this planet, I assume we'd already scanned them. I think we'd scanned enough. Oh, there's one more ground to find. Let's see if we can find that last ground. It would be nice if we can find the last one, you know. Daisy and all that jazz. Oh, let's not die while we're doing this, of course. That would be bad there, buddy. That would be bad. The frickin' Daisy there. With a little skew. Jab. Oh. Papa Doppelus. Yo, Forking. How's it going, man? Daisy to you, good sir. Hope you're having a Swiss Sunday. Tooth. Ooh. Right, can we find this last one? Man. Oh, that's promising. Space Weasel. How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. Hey. Yeah. CSA. CSA Miami. There's no ISO in this. Where's my... Oh, how far away is that? That's not that far. Especially in a firestorm. Firestorm, go! Form of a fiery storm. Activate. Need my decoder ring. Never had decoder ring, damn it. Wait, like, when did they stop putting toys in cereal? Yo, Minotaur, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. I don't know when it was. Actually, there's probably some cereal that still has toys in it. I do remember when I was very young, me and my brother fighting for whatever was in cereal, but I think that was like 30-something years ago. Yo, Iron Hammer. Shadaza, good sir. Shadaza. Do. Yeah, a long time, yeah. Wonder why they stopped. There has to be a reason. Maybe just like... I seem to think there was like a whole thing where... like people complaining, the children, think of the children, they'll swallow it. Oh, that was actually a thing. Oh, for goodness sake, a lot of companies got sued over stuff in cereal as kids would eat them by accident. Oh, it's freaking Darwin, it's fine. And any stuff that I remember being cereal was like in a plastic bag and everything. Like, it's obviously not food. And for you to eat it, chew it, and then swallow. Nah, I'd probably get in trouble if I say maybe it was for the best. Right. Let's look for... Yeah, that'll be. It's like, I remember stuff like crisps used to have pogs in them. Like collectibles and stuff as well. I used to collect pogs when I was young. I even had a pug making machine. For those who don't know what pugs are, they're basically like a disc, a card disc with like an image and stuff on it. And I think people used to play with them like trading card type things. Remember, I actually had a pug maker, so it came with like blank discs and stickers that I could like and stuff. And yeah. Besides, I always got the toy out first. Well, yeah, because everything I ever saw. What's that even? Oh yeah, true. America even banned Kinder Eggs. Yeah, it's like so for any cereal with toys in that I ever saw, it was far too obvious that the thing was a thing for anyone to eat, unless like they need supervision like their entire life type thing. Actually, that could be that could sound bad, but I don't know why it doesn't. But like, and about Kinder Eggs, I think that's even more insane. It's like, what? Were kids just putting the entire egg in their mouth without chewing or anything? And just trying to... They'd choke if that was chocolate or a toy. Have a lot of kids died of Kinder Egg choking in Europe? If not, then it's obvious that's a silly law. Probably. How's it going, Warwick man? Good to see you, dude. Shadazy. Scooby, can you do be SOS? I don't know why that's in, but yeah. Fucking song. A lot of it is what the area might expect of something, and if it is against it, then it can present dangers to... A lot of what the area might expect? Against it. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but I'm guessing maybe you just mean like... Just like if the FDA or whatever governing body covers that, like, makes some logical leaps to reach a conclusion, then that conclusion becomes fact regardless of whether it'll actually be true. Which I would say is proof of a failure of bureaucracy. Oh, this isn't an Uncharted one, so I don't think we should check in here. Maybe I haven't even checked the strength of this system, but B class in S. I said B class in S. Another B class. Not what you want to see, is it? I want to see A class at the very least. Booming! It's a triple, it's a high economy, it's shedangin'. I remember when they had records that you could cut out and play music. What? No! That sounds awesome. So was it just like hard card in like a magazine that had been indented with like the thing or something? I don't think how that would work. Were they just like a few use records or something? Because surely anything but like vinyl wouldn't really last long. Like paper or card, I mean, wouldn't last anywhere near as long, would it? The needle scraping over time. I mean, the needle's very light. But that's cool, though. I nearly bought a record at the gig I was at last night. Because I was looking at the merch, and they've got some really cool t-shirts and stuff, but I'm like, I'm 40 at the end of this year. I don't really want to be buying more band t-shirts. Like, I've got loads of band t-shirts from my years of going to gigs. I wore one last night, except it wasn't really a band one, it was a download one. It's not like a t-shirt that matches my age. It was like, basically the t-shirt is, it's like a Japanese pop art design for Download Music Festival. So it has the Download dog, which is like a bright red demon dog with like a collar and everything. He's like a metalhead dog. And like he's like in an anime style going on the front. And then there's like, it's a Download festival in Japanese on it and stuff. It's a really cool t-shirt, but like, I feel like a bit too old for it though. So yeah, and then I nearly bought the vinyl instead, because I thought, I still like collecting vinyl even though I haven't really used a record player in years. Like the last vinyl I bought actually was a while ago. It was the it was a Korn album. They did a special vinyl. I wanted to get the friggin' the static one that they released last year, but I forgot to order it because I couldn't really like afford it at the time. And then the update came though, and the channel did well in the update, so I was like, oh, I'll be able to get it, and then I completely forgot. And then I only remembered it when they were like, yep, all the orders are out now. The special edition though, obviously you can't get any more because it's already been released and sent. Got in. Ooh, Xeno Colony and a Starbulb. Let's check this one. I haven't had a violin in over a decade. Yeah, it's more of a collectible thing these days as opposed to like, you know, it's quite expensive to produce. So usually vinyls are more of a, like if you pre-order it as a specialist like edition of the album, will make the amount that people pre-order, and then that'll just never be made again. Which I like that kind of thing. Another SSS Fauna, what type? Yoshi. Well, I haven't actually found any yet. This is a fourth stream looking for them, but why are there so many blocks in my thing trying to block me? We haven't actually found one yet on the stream. I'm hoping we'll find any today. Yeah. Hup. What up, losers? Well, that's not triple S. Oh, SSA. We're getting closer. Although, to prove a point, I had been looking in one-star economist. That actually wasn't to prove a point, but it was more that I wasn't trying to not to look in 2-star. So maybe if we just try and stick to 3-star today and see if that helps. Is there really no more new ones around us? What the frick? Only 8 total. 2 more ground that we haven't seen. We'll have to look and try and find the shiters. Ah, would you look at it? Great. Oh, nothing but a bunch of shite and jitters. That's what I tell you. Ah, talking about food. I'm not actually hungry at the moment because I had a Five Guys like 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours ago. Oh, wait. No. 2.5, 3 hours ago. Bloody hell, longer than I thought. It's in Birmingham, so it's like an hour just to get back from there. And blah. Anyway, yeah, I had Five Guys. I haven't had Five Guys in ages, possibly years. Good. Just a big ass double smash burger with American cheese and epic bacon, pickles, lettuce, bit of barbecue sauce, of course, small Cajun fries with a shit ton of mayonnaise to dip it in. But it's also like the fries alone, small fries from now is 900 calories. The burger's what, like 600-700? So, yeah, it's like most of my day's calories in that one meal. Oh, I also got some baklava. I found a, like my hotel was around like an hour where there's lots of Turkish stuff in Nottingham. And I found a supermarket They sell freaking massive papayas. They sell freaking yams. You just don't see these in English supermarkets generally. They had like about 8 different kinds of pepper, which is awesome. Normally just find bell pepper. Like they even had dried aubergine or eggplant, the stuffing. And just like, there's so many different kinds of feta. I didn't know there's that many kinds of feta. But yeah, this place makes their own baklava. Within reach. Unless you probably don't give a shit. Right. God, these are so heavy. Ridiculous. For 200 grams for one piece. So, this one was nice. It's like pecan one. It's in Beyla pastry. I'm not sure if this is baklava or something similar. There was 4 in the packet, 2 on the train. There's only 1 in this one, so I haven't touched this one yet. I think this is the more traditional kind. I hope so anyway, because it's got... it looks like it's got some kind of pistachio on the top. There we go. Looks good, eh? Do you have toys on the outside of detergent bottles back then? Toys on the outside of detergent bottles? What the frick? I'm guessing that's a joke. That sounds like either a joke or something the baby boomers would have had. No, that they would have made for children in like the 70s. I've actually found 2 triple S myself, or 1 on 2 different states so far. Hells yeah, that's awesome, Deborah. Report detergent bottle was the toy. That feels like the worst thing to make into a toy. It's like, is it clean? Are you playing with it? Is it clean? I licked it clean. Oh, it's fine then, it's fine. The bleach is gone. Oh, shame we can't scan these. I don't think I tried to scan them, but it's definitely not this guy. It's just annoying that they're a red dot and you can't scan them. Have I got them all? There's one more, isn't there? Yeah, still one more. What the sausage? What they did in the 60s! Oh, so that was actually for baby boomers to play with then. Good lord. Frickin' hell, this explains so much. No wonder they're always in high on quaaludes and shit. They're too used to licking bleach as children. Look, I haven't offended the boomers before, so I've got to offend the boomers. I mean, I call Gek a boomer all the time, so I suppose that's offensive being compared to him, but still. That's how I find out if Gek's in the chat, by the way. Ooh. Nope, you're not an S. You're not triple S, so I don't care about you. Oh, you fucker! I didn't think you'd be able to get me from there. Rat bastard. That's quite the lunge. Yo! How's it going, Dark Lord, man? I hope you're doing well, dude. Should days a doozes. Oh, it's life support I'm slowly dying from. QBD. Oh, good sub roll. Hails to the Dark Lord. Oh, Shabba. 2, 4, and a 6 is nice. It's like a true even. I like it. Dude, thank you, man. Thanks for the friggin' 12 gifted subs, dude. I very much appreciate it. Ooh, thank you, man. That's super kind of you, dude. What lucky peeps got them thingamadudes? I need to get my... docs. There is Twitch chat. Where's the Twitch chat? Is it that one? Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, there is. So we have... Is it not displaying the things in the chat? That's weird. If I'd known, I'd have paid more attention to the thing on the screen saying the names. Damn it. For some reason, it's not showing it in chat. That's weird. Will it do that later? Yeah, Zane has clearly never seen the Blue Peter crew turn a fairy liquid bottle into a rocket ship. When I hear detergent, I don't think of fairy liquid. I think of laundry detergent and or bleach. Like, I think drinking a cap of fairy liquid would be less poisonous than laundry detergent, especially from that time period, wouldn't it? The critter is mad because it is not triple S, yes. That's why. Yeah, it was born. It was born to be angry, like a little bish. Right, I'm just trying to think. Is there a way for me to see all the names that have just popped up? It's weird that it's not in chat. Like he's still old enough that in your youth you experienced radioactive toys too. I did have a toy gun that I took apart and played with the metal inside that I now know was a big block of lead. And it is these days, you are told not to even touch lead without gloves. And I would like scratch it because it was fun, because it was metal but soft. And I'd like scratch my nails into it and stuff. Yeah, it did some crazy shit when you were a kid without even knowing. It was weird. Okay, right. It's done it. I can see through here. Sorry, Dark Daughter, me slacking on this. So, yo, welcome to Crizole. Is that like Creole? Play on that or something. Kitsune Ether, Red Gremlins, The Sergeant Sunshine, hells yeah, Sunshine with today 95 stream streak. Holy shit, dude. We get into that freaking 100. That's ridiculous. Thank you for popping into every single freaking stream. Mech Sky 222, Black Ruby, Kerastrand, Groovy Salmon Bagel, great name, Wolfie McGee, Sanjian, Math 44, and Funnium. So wait, Funnium's got one. Hell's yeah, dude. But yeah, thank you, Dark Lord Man, and welcome to those folks to the X-Men for this month. Bum de lum de shiny scalp. Bum de lum de gonna him. There's Todd there. And yo, Johnny5, welcome to the YouTube channel. Nice, Dark with that 80 stream streak. Hail to the airman. What's your best companion? Probably Hime and Orgy. Let's have a look. See. Creature's mouth. I used to play with Mercury. Oh gosh, yeah. Mercury isn't as bad as people think, as long as it's not a specific type and you don't swallow it. Like Cody from Cody's lab even showed how safe Mercury is if you know how to deal with it. Like he filled the toilet with Mercury. He tried to make a toilet that would flush Mercury because it's insane. And at one point, to prove he used that Mercury, submerged his entire hand in it. He had some proper blood tests and everything done before and after, just to show completely that what he was doing was safe. Now, obviously, don't go frigging drinking mercury or just pouring mercury from old thermometers in your hand. That's stupid. He knows what he's doing. So, yeah, he's fine with doing that shit. Hells yeah, level 4 hype. You're freaking dead. Oh, hype chest, gotta open that. Otherwise, I'm a bad man. Applause break emoji. Oh, that's cute. It looks like a pillow. Yeah, I think, look how cute that is. Look how cute. It's got a little, it's like a little piplo. Lilac Piplo. For those who don't know, Piplo is a Pokemon. Right. Gosh, get my thing back. Back in the 80s, you could get tritium in liquid form, which you poured into the transparent top of your fishing float to make it glow in the dark for night fishing. Holy shit. Wait, you sure you're talking about tritium? I think of the spills now. I don't think tritium was radioactive. Isn't tritium just like... What am I thinking of? Isn't tritium like a form of rocket fuel? Or am I thinking of a different thing? I don't think it was radioactive though. What's your best companion? Oh yeah, so best companion. Let's have a quick look. I gave a... 1 minute. That's what? I think. Ah, yeah. Right. This... So, I think the best... This is found by co-op player. Oh, now we're not talking. So these are the best normal proper Xenómon. Orgy and Hime. Basically, they're the same one. They're both triple S's, and it's the same one, just different variants of them. And that looked more like the boy, and that looked more like the girl. Therefore, princess and prince. Of course, we also have some extra special ones that cannot be got without some craziness. So this is Stingray one, which cannot be. You can't make Stingrays your pets. Mr. Dark Lord Zelric in chat there gave me this and this, which is a Titan worm. This cannot be called onto a planet. We tried it last week. And the game was about 5 FPS at best until it just suddenly despawned itself. If you try it on a PS4, you're probably going to crash it. And that's with the 3090, so I wouldn't do that. Yeah, should do easy, but we can call it into the anomaly. But, oh, actually, also... These aren't like super special, but Marrow is like my favourite OG one. I got this little beastie many years ago now, and Marrow's awesome. He's the coolest. He's not like super strong or anything. Oh, she's SBS. But I was thinking, but yeah, had a Marrow for ages. Like Snuffles as well. Snuffles is cute. Also, Polly's quite cool too. As is Ali. Look at those eyebrows. Born to be a model. Yeah. Right, let's look for Pokemon. Wait a minute. I don't think I've done this planet yet. Did someone else do it? Oh, wait, is this the one? But I got back up and then didn't leave to the next planet. That might have been a thing. Yeah, I think that's what happened. We got caught up in stuff. Tritium is hydrogen with extra neutrons, and yes, it's oh, okay. I had no idea it was radioactive. Bloody hell. I hate to like and run, but catch the stream later today. Chores calling my name. Catch there. Latest Damon. Awesome to have you. Hope your chores go well. Metallic blue. This will be a nice quick one. Been a bit winterish in Lotherton the last days with both rain and snow and gale. What's Lotherton? I'm guessing that's where you live, but where is Lotherton? I've never heard of this. I'm actually going to Google it. By the way, I'm currently reading an awesome book. It's about a dude who makes the Bladesmith's enchanted weapons. It's about a guy who makes the best sword he's ever made, and it's so beautiful that like he almost drives it into his eye, like mesmerized looking into it. And then someone else checks it out, almost slits their throat, so he stops them. It's sort of it charms you a bit. It's like too beautiful, and there's things happen and stuff. An enchanter gets hold of it and enchants it with a charm spell, making it even more of a psychopathic curse weapon. But it's really cool. I'd recommend. Oh yeah, Lofoten. Northern Norway or Westfjord? Westfjord. Lofoten. No, Northern Norway. Yeah, that's going to be cold, I'd have thought. Holy shit, dude, that looks beautiful. I need to go to Lofoten. This looks amazing. Average weather, 4 degrees C. 9 freedom units. I always felt like I should go, freedom units! Because it's a German word, isn't it? No way. Is Lofton a tourist trap? It's the crowds. Lofton isn't exactly a tourist trap, but during summer it's so incredibly busy that this beautiful archipelago groans under the weight of camper vans, small cars, and not least, tourists who defecate everywhere and don't clean up their dumplings. What the fuck? I feel like that was a racially charged... it's a use of defecate everywhere, which used to be a stereotype. I'm not going to say for who. And the use of the word dumplings sounds a bit iffy. That is wrong to do that. Oh, do you mean defecate everywhere? Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, I'd agree. That's not a good thing. Believe it or not, I don't just shit outside. Unless I ruin it now. You know, unless a line for the local pub is too long. NMS got popular last night. Wait, what? What happened last night, Dark Lord? I mean, only time I can think is if you can't find a bathroom anywhere, and if places don't account for that, then that is on them. I mean, yeah, it's like I think like the laws in the UK to do with this are obviously it's against the law to just piss and stuff in public, but I think there's also a caveat in the law for not exposing yourself in public, and that's if you went to every possible way of not doing it that you possibly could. But you know, if you need to pee and you have no way of getting to somewhere private to do it, then piss on the side of the road. You're not going to be arrested for it. Oh, Twitch ads, yes. Don't have public restrooms. Okay, yeah. But I feel like... So, peeing and pooping in public are two very different things. For one, most of the time, unless you're ill, you don't really poop more than once a day. Maybe twice, depending on your diet and just how regular you are. Generally, if you are pooping more than once a day, you probably poop at the same rough times, and if it's once a day, you usually poop around the same time. You generally know when you're going to poop. You can plan when you're going to poop to a certain extent. Surely your hotel has a bathroom, that kind of thing, you know. Two big YouTubers, VTubers were playing. Oh, cool! Which VTubers? Out of curiosity. And ads up. Welcome back, Armitage. It's nice here when the weather is nice, but with the bad weather. Yeah, it's if the average weather is like 4 degrees C, it's gonna be insane. Is this the opposite of food talk? Super soft, yo! It could be, yeah. Yo, Battlepool, how's it going, man? Hollow Live One. Do you not know the names? Why are you skating around the names? Am I going to have to Google this to find out? I know of... I don't really watch VTubers, but I know of a number of the names of VTubers. My roof was damaged during a hurricane in late December. Only now have they begun preparation to repair. Holy crap, dude. That sucks. Happy Fun Day Sunday, everyone. Yo, Atlas, how's it going? Hope your day's going well. Not too shabby, thank you. Hope yours is swish too. Or I guess a logical conclusion of food talk. Yeah, yeah, we've evolved from food talk. Ah, BAS. I can't confirm. Oh, watch. Just because you knew this happened doesn't mean you watched it, Doc. NMS. This recent activity, Moon Hoshinova from Hollow Idea has been a prominent player of No Man's Sky, with fans known to go high dedication to building, crafting. Oh, I've never heard of this person. I don't know. No, I think that's 2 years ago. One day, guy, Pizza Time collab, and they'll be playing No Man's Sky. Pizza Time. Oh, good God. Let's get some pineapple pizza for Jason. I do not know what Pizza Time is, and it's not saying the names of the individual VTubers. There's a link to the stream. Oh. Ancient Chrony. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who. Let's confirm. The game is being streamed in multi. Does it confirm with? Why would they need to confirm with fellow games that they could play it? Is that a thing? What? Anyway, right, Shadaisy. Chrony. Oh, so that is one of the names, one of them. Yeah, I've never heard of them. At least the poops are easy to spot on the snowy landscape. Bagels and cream cheese time. I can't confirm. Oh, logical conclusion and swish. Oh, actually, there is one more thing to add to food talk. First, let's get up and go to the next planet. I wonder if Chrony, or was it Chrony? I forget. Because last night before the gig in Nottingham, I went to a favorite ramen place of mine called Everyday People. It's a hipster ramen joint, but it's really good. Or normally is anyway. So, whenever I used to go there, it's been a few years since I've been, but me and a friend of mine would always get the Tantanmen ramen. It's basically Chinese style ramen. It was so good. Which one? So I've been to that one. I haven't been to that one. But so they did do Tantanmen when I went last night, but they did chicken or vegan. And the chicken, normally the previous ones was pork. So I got the chicken Tantanmen and got like the deluxe version, which just had a full egg instead of half, and it had an extra piece of char siu pork, and I think something else. So it was really good, except the broccoli, understand broccoli, and the tomato that they put in it, and the chicken was charred. Not put some colour on it, charred. So the whole thing, until I finished eating the broccoli and the tomato, the whole thing had a weird scent. Like, the whole thing was infected with the smell of burnt. It's weird. Is that something? I know people talk about getting a char on food. I've never assumed that actually meant burning it. Because why would you want a burnt flavour? Am I naive to this, well, not naive. Am I ignorant to this use of burnt? So charring is literally burning it. So why would you want... So the only time I could ever think of char being a good thing is in like tandoori chicken. For some reason, when I've had it, when it looks pretty much black in some parts of that, it hasn't had a horrible, astringent, burnt smell that's infected the whole thing like this did. You might want to experience it. I don't know if you mean that as like a condescending, oh, you might want to get out more. Or if you just mean you might want to try more charred stuff to see if it's better, like you like it type thing. I agree, I can't stand the burnt taste. Don't even like smoking my... Creme brulee isn't supposed to be charred, it's caramelized. That's not char. Is it? Let's have a look. Do you char creme brulee? Char is a flavour, but you only think it's a good flavour if you've been exposed to nothing but really bad food. So no, this is a completely different thing to what I'm talking about. Like almost all the cooking I do, I make use of the, what's it called? It's when you know, add colouring to food through browning. Damn it, I can't remember the name, but there's a name for it. This is a technique of, like, caramelizing proteins and stuff, and like, so caramelizing is not char. This is a completely separate thing. The thing I'm on about is a literal burnt flavor. It is not caramelized. Caramelizing isn't burning. It's almost, caramelizing is like, if you burned when you're caramelizing, you've fucked up and you've ruined it. Massive Maillard reaction, yeah. So that's a completely different thing. That's what the creme brulee is. So the AO review here for creme brulee says, yes, creme brulee is by definition charred or caramelized on top of... So I feel like people who are using charred are using it wrong, I feel. I don't know for sure though, so I've never obviously tried every creme brulee in the world. It is traditionally achieved by sprinkling sugar, often castor or demerara, on chilled custard, using a kitchen blowtorch, keeping it 2.5 to 5 centimeters away from an even golden brown finish. Yeah, that's not charred. That's just caramelized. So I'm talking about bits, like an entire bits of the broccoli and the top of the like, okay, so anyone who's made a gumbo, if you burn the roux, it's ruined. It's that flavour that was on stuff. That same place actually did the same with chili oil the once, because they used to make their own chili oil. That had a bit of a burnt flavour on it. Some things just don't mix with the charred flavour. I suspect broccoli might be one of them. Yeah, it could be. Because usually, like I said, when that flavour mixed in with like tandoori chicken or shawarma, it works. I don't know what it is. It's not astringent and horrible. I've had what you call burnt ends for broccoli, and it is on certain things. Well, it is what on certain things. So, I mean, there is also different kinds of American barbecue too. Oh yeah, but again, that's not charred. Like the bark on a smoked... because I'm guessing that's what you mean. The bark on like a smoked brisket or something. It looks black. It's not burnt. It's not charred. It's just like heavily smoked. To call that charred would be what's the word? Oh no, you know, like it's a misinterpretation of what it is, I feel. Burnt ends for broccoli, and it is on certain things. Certain meals and such. There's actual meat that is charred. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, like tandoori chicken. I've had tandoori chicken shawarma that is a bit charred on tips and stuff, and that tastes great. It works. Like, I'm not denying that there isn't a place, but charred and caramelized are completely different things. The Maillard reaction is about like the sort of caramelization of proteins and stuff. Charred is a polite statement for burnt food. Yeah, I feel like charred is literally, it is burnt. It's burnt by like kind of definition. Charred is the word you use when it's like intentional burning. That's how I understand it. I only just got here and you already talked about food, yeah. Oh, so by the way, once I ate the broccoli, because actually eating the broccoli itself that was charred wasn't unpleasant. So eating the broccoli wasn't unpleasant, but the broccoli existing around everything else in that meal was unpleasant. So once I ate the broccoli, everything tasted better. Like when Mom calls her special boy instead of highly regarded. Special boy. Pardon me. Also, with regard to severe charring on takeaway, it also depends on how much you've had to drink when you order. True, you do generally eat like shawarma. In the UK, you generally eat kebabs, which chicken kebab, which you would also get from the same place as doner kebab. That's basically shawarma. It's like, we just call it chicken kebab. Like that, you often eat kebab in this country when you're drunk and you've been drinking all night, and it's like you're starving because it's 2 a.m. and you haven't eaten since like 4 p.m. and you've been drinking the entire time. Like a house fire. Okay, that kind of was, yeah. But like I said, weirdly, the broccoli tasted good, even though that was the burnt thing. Having the broccoli in the vicinity so I could smell it while I was eating the ramen, not good. Some of the chicken was had been charred on top as well. Basically, it looked like they'd blowtorched the top of the ramen. Yes, kebab is the go-to drunk munchie here. Learned that from Critical Drinker. Hey, yeah, Critical Drinker. He's a Brit. He's Scottish. So if he complains, just say he is a Brit. He's just not English. Yeah, I can imagine the Critical Drinker would knows full well the joys of a kebab when completely blasted. Hate broccoli. I love broccoli. Broccoli is one of my favourite things. Cauliflower is probably the only brassica I like better. You're dissing the Scots saying? No, I haven't dissed the Scots at all. Are you trying to get me in shit, Sambo? Not in no way have I dissed the Scots. Get him, chat. Get Samborn. Let's go, Samborn. So yeah, I don't know. Basically, I think it was a weird choice. It's probably a pretentious choice. Like I said, it's a hipster joint. They do that kind of thing. But I also had one of the best things I've had at a restaurant in that same meal. It was the starter. They did house pickles. On the menu, there was house pickles. And I had to ask the waitress what they were, because I think they just do some. Once it's sold out, they'll do a different one and just do it in that way. I'm Scottish and you just said, but he's not English. Oh, yeah. I said he's not English because every Scottish person I've ever met, jokingly or serious, says how much they hate the English and that they are not English. That's not an insult. If anything, that's placating the poor Scots' hatred for their own kin. Now I'm slightly insulted. I love fried pickles. Never had a fried pickle. But yeah, so this was basically they'd done some shiitake mushroom pickles, which just had my interest to begin with. It's like, what? Is that going to taste good? And a daikon radish pickle, which is like pretty standard. Daikon radish is regularly pickled, and it's a normal thing to pickle. So I was like, okay, I'll try that. That sounds good. So I ordered that and then my big ass ramen. Holy crap. The daikon pickle was yuzu. It was freaking insane. It was so good. So I will say it was not good once I'd started eating the tantanmen, because the tantanmen is also such a strongly flavoured thing that going back to the few yuzu daikon I had left wasn't great. But having the daikon as a starter to get your appetite going was so good. Amazing. Cass. No damn good. Can Ass see? I don't know. Can it see? Let's ask him. That's how good Cass is. I lost my bird feeder in Crimson Desert. What's my bird feeder? What? Oakin. Ugh. See? See what I mean? He was just begging for a fight, that bloody Sandborn was. Typical Scott. Let's get to download with a Scottish girl from Glasgow. And, she coached me in my Scottish impression. More because my bad version of it was annoying the hell out of her. I kept doing it, and she just moaned at me saying that I sound too posh because I'm pronouncing the words. So then I started like slurring, added some slur into the accent, the impression. It's like perfect. God damn it. I don't think they cared or care still even. What's that? I learned from the UK flag it's not symmetrical and has a right side up. Really? I didn't know that. Is that true? Or is that just people being arsey fucks? That sounds like someone being an arsey bastard to a foreigner. I used to play World of Warcraft with a Norwegian dude. I used to call him foreign. Not like, hello foreign. Actually, what's his name? Don't worry, it wasn't bullying. He would, like, the banter was two ways. A fat white stripe on the left goes at the top. Okay. Yeah, I've learned something new. No, the white bands are not equally spaced. Yeah. I had no idea. I'm not sure you'd call me particularly patriotic. That's more Gek's area. Gek, the painfully British man. Oh, so is that all of it? Yeah, all underground. Let's get back to Spoople. Oh, shit, Zane, your English, the Union Jack has thinner stripes on one side. Yeah, I mean, I was born here, yeah. I don't even like tea. Well, actually, I do like tea, but I like green tea. I like green tea and black coffee. And I have sugar and milk in neither. You haven't dissed the Scots any more than usual. Yeah, see? I can't have a stream without insulting the Scottish. What do you think Sandborn sticks around? Basically he's a bit of a masochist. Like most Scottish. They'll love it. It's fine. Bruce, how's it going, man? They might be a fake Brit. I'm not a fake Brit. I'm just... I don't know. I'm just not excessively patriotic. There we go. I think my country's pretty good. But I mean, do I need to know about flag? Should we go to... That's probably this one, maybe? Is it this one? It is, huzzah. Hi guys, I've only found one triple S creature in over 100 planets. The ones from the reward eggs. From Oceanus, they have absolutely terrible abilities that can't be changed. Yeah, it's weird how they can't be changed, isn't it? What delicious G-Fizzle Faux Shizzle shall I be drinking today? Do we go with Fuck Shit Up, the Critical Role flavour? This is Vox Machina flavour. Yes, it's literally called Fuck Shit Up. Or Heart of Exandria, the other Critical Role flavour I have. This is peach, orange and raspberry. Let's have this. That's why I just upgraded SSA, ASA, SAS, and created unbeatable teams. Oh yeah, I mean like SAS and SBS, they're going to be amazing. You don't need triple S, but you don't need to min-max almost anything, especially in this game. I still do it, as I can. Can you hear me? I see you. I've arrived and he's insulting my country. Yeah, of course, Bruce. I mean, I'd call it a country, you know. It's more like an appendices of England, isn't it, really? That might be the worst thing I've said. That might be the worst thing I've said to Scotland. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to Rory. He's really nice, but even Rory might be a bit annoyed at that one. Actually, he wouldn't attack me anyway. He'd just get Grace to kill me. Grace is Rory's now wife, who he proposed to by gifting her a hatchet at a I think she was doing something Wiccany in the Highlands. Yeah, Rory wouldn't attack me, but he'd just get Grace to attack me. I think she's a prison guard, so she could definitely destroy me. Right, let's have a look at this little fella. You're making for that. Grace sounds like a keeper. How's it? Grace is awesome. Hello. CAA. SBC. SCB. Suck ball. That's what SCB is. Oop, we have another. Books is no good. How many more? 3 more ground to find. Is that one of them? It was. Nah, shame. Searching your hell, yeah. Right, 5. Yeah, I'm going to go to the meetup this year and just get attacked by a load of Scots. I think of the 3 choices, okay to drop a grade on dodging as long as your shields and kablam are in order. That's a kablam. Yeah, I agree agility is the one to lose if you, like the one to be lesser on if you're going to pick one. That's like SAS specifically is. But, I mean, yeah. Oh. Yeah, car! That just reminds me of the fight in SBC. Just reminds me of the fight in Naruto with Pain. Like when he does this big move, like when Naruto's already in the 9-tailed fox form. The noise makes this like, and as his like face is being warped by the force of all the shit going on. It's such a cool fight. Like, it's arguable that the animation is awful, but it's because it's like 60 FPS fight where it's like it fits, it works. It's like each frame is individually a bit of a shit drawing, but the fight overall is amazing. It's so good. Next planet. Note. Skip a doobie, can you skip a wee bit? Ew. Oh, thank you, your trader mitts on me. Ooh, I was a thirsty boy. The only issue with this baklava that I got earlier is that they're in a big ass syrup. They're like soaked in syrup. I think you're supposed to soak them in honey, I think. But like this same store was selling honey in honeycomb. And like I just read the ingredients, it was 9% honey. I think it was 10% honeycomb, 9% honey, and the rest was like fructose syrup. But they still called it honey on the package. It's like, probably what they've used in this. But like, when you pick it up, it's like your fingers are sticky for days. Sticky fingers there, buddy. In my head, the S changes from special in SAS to special in SPC. Little bit special. Yeah, it changes to the special that Jason was on about earlier, about how his mother would call him his special little boy. SBA Spa! A shame, it would be really cool to get a bone cat. SCB. More. Pardonnez-moi. Oh, hello, Mr. No, that's not you. That's here. Hello. Oh, CSC. Crap, shit, crap. No, crap, shit, cack. Or cack, shit, crap. All of them mean shit. Last one. Ask. Ask and you shall receive nothing because you're not triple S. Goodbye, but dude, scoop, but da boot as always. You could say we've been really mean to all these. I haven't been to all of them. Yeah, I thought I had been. Pardonnez-moi, my little douche. Imbroglio. How's it going, man? Dare to do it, to use it. Did it actually offend Sanborn so much that he's left? That might happen. That's the unfortunate thing that happens on my channel. Like, the amount of people that... Oh, you're still here. Well, see, I told you, masochist. The amount of people that have like actually genuinely been offended at something I've said, but it wasn't really much, and they were like, they weren't too bad, but they mentioned it, and then I just offended them so much they left and never came back. It's definitely happened. Oh, there was one time. The person didn't leave for good, but hasn't been for like been here for a good year or so now. I was going clip clop or something. It was the name. Klopp, something Klopp, a football manager, I think, maybe German, I think, or Austrian. And like while I was just doing stuff, I was going clip, 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 clip. And it was actually because I'd been watching PewDiePie's Minecraft playthrough, and he'd been doing it on his horse. But clip, clip, and it just goes right, and it got in my head, and he was really pissed off about it. I didn't say sorry, because obviously I didn't do anything I felt I need to apologise for. I think I was like I wasn't particularly nice back. I wasn't like an asshole. I was just like, stop being a bitch type thing. That's the thing. I think people these days don't expect you to tell them to stop being a bitch when they say that you're offending them. Ooh, happened. Right. Ooh, hello. Cab. Crap as balls. There we go. I'm not getting particularly original with these. Ooh, hello, little Beyla. Ah, it'd be so good if one of these was the Triple S. Look at his little face. He's adorable. How do you know if stuff is SSS? So, when you scan like this, if you see there, it says CCA on the right. That. If you scan them and it says SSS, it's a Triple S. Triple A. This guy'll sort your wheels out. Yeah. Slag. We have found in the south. We have 3 more. One of them's found in the south. Where are we? We are not in the fucking south. We're just in the fucking north, aren't we? Oh, bloody south. Oh, you slag. Can I get this bastard? Let's go to the south and fight. Oh, that one first. Heck off the second I got here. Or did I go past him and didn't realise he was right in front of me? No, I think he despawned. Just oh no, there it is. The fuck? Well, that's an annoying one, isn't it? Why do I want to drop kick the little fella? Because punting little fellas is not only an enjoyable task for psychopaths. It's also just fun to punt small animals, especially towards people. I've been tested, it doesn't mean you're a psychopath. Freaking icky nose. Scoop up a doo dip, skip a roo dip, boop, skip boo. Oh, that's a point. With that meal, I had an amazing beer. It's called Dea. I think it was a Japanese, like, IPA. Tasty goodness, man. Oh, that's the womb. Another fucking weirdo disappearing into the bloody ground. Come here, you slight little bastard. You little bastard. Oh, look at him, he loves it. Oh, pineapple. Ah. He's bear. Okay, so that's potential to get. Because bear is just cool. No two ways about it. One more ground. Where'd you go, you gobshite? Oh, is that the bastard? It is. Can't be a pet, apparently. That looks like a friggin' weird millipede-ass thing. It looks like a Japanese, like, cave millipede thing. Horrifying. They have far too many antennae. Have you ever been to one of those hot pot places? Lots of people making reviews for those now. No, there is a really good Chinese hot pot place in Birmingham. And me and a friend of mine wanted to go about 5 years ago, and we were like, let's go for our birthdays. And we never ended up going. Is it Howdy Lao, maybe? Yes, it is Howdy Lao. Howdy Lao Hot Pot Birmingham. I know that's an actual, like, genuine Chinese chain for hot pot. It's supposed to be really good. They have proper Wagyu and stuff as well. And do fun there. It's gonna be expensive, of course, but it's the type of meal that I would want to go with, like, I'd want to save up and like go with like a budget of like 80 quid or something, 100 quid, and just have like the best hot pot epicness ever. I think that's this system done, yes. Let's just look for 3-star bad boys. That's in the Bijink quadrant. Dochumadid Nebula. Do scoop babity to be babadodo, but by Jink as well. Gotta keep them separated. Hey, don't think that way. It's not easy, won't be doing anytime. Oh yeah, come out and play. Do 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 do. Oh, there we go. Aronquan. Weird way to pronounce it, but that's where we're going. Have you ever been in Broglio? I'm not sure I could ever do reviews of places. I feel like most people who do reviews of places and things don't know enough about that field to be doing reviews. And it's the same with Google reviews and shit. It's like if you go to a place that was really good, it was your first time having hot pot or something, how can you review that? Because it's your first ever hot pot. You have no idea what the standard is for that. Yeah, I don't know. It's also why, like, I'm not gonna review games again. I think I've reviewed 2 games somewhat casually, but I think that was a mistake. I shouldn't have reviewed them, and I don't think I should review games either. I think if I'm going to, I need to review as many games as humanly possible and make that the primary thing I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm just kind of half jobbing it. That's what I think most people who review things are doing, honestly. I think people think, oh, I can just say some stuff about the thing I'm doing, awesome. And then it's like, what they say is worthless. That might sound a bit harsh, but it hurts sometimes. There are obviously some good reviews out there. I think that's in the minority. Although one of my favourite reviewers is the reviewers for Tin Fish Reviews. Is awesome. All of his reviews are, oh, That's most of its reviews. It's amazing. Pinfritz Reviews is more about the whole experience. It's about Arthur the dog, who is also known as King Arthur the dog, who sometimes wears a fez and a little apron, like a bandana around his neck. Adorable little dog. And who will often also try some of the tinned fish being reviewed, unless he's got like garlic and stuff in it. The work from the cameraman, who is also his fiance or wife at this point, I'm not sure. The camera work is amazing. Just like zooms into like a piece of food that just flew off the table onto the floor. It's so good. So you could, for example, once you put in a set amount of hours into that game, and so yeah, I get what you mean. So like that, I feel like that's so a version of that I would be happy to do is more separate from a review in how I'm thinking. So like the review that I'm thinking of is more a review that is set, that requires like a background of knowing all status quo of gaming and stuff. Like comparisons with many different things, maybe how this impacts things and blah blah. Now, my thoughts from like 100 hours of gameplay or something, yeah, I'm fine with that. I suppose technically that is reviewing my experience, but it's not a review in what I was thinking. Maybe I'm trying to apply too high of a standard of reviewing to people who... No, I think my critique on the majority of reviewers, I think it was maybe too harsh, but I still stand by the fact that 95+% of them are useless. I guess it's like when someone reads the news, you don't want their opinion, and if you do, you're not really reading the news for facts. To stay away from politics, because we have those rules here. I think news should be facts, and if there's any opinion, that should be either a separate show or it should be completely. It should be obviously separated from the facts. There's a certain degree where your biases and opinions will be in it based on what you choose to present, the facts that you choose to present. So there's no fully escaping it. But in the same way, maybe like the difference of the two types of review is more where it has to be like, it's like an opinion piece. An opinion piece is fine in this case. You don't need to have played like every Dark Souls to give a proper opinion on Elden Ring. But maybe if you're properly reviewing the game for IGN or something, maybe you should be experienced in the Dark Souls series if you're going to, because that's like the fan base you're going forwards and that. So there's that difference, I think. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Yeah, we got somewhere. That's cool. So yeah, AJ, that was a good point, honestly. Suppose I should think about that then, and whether I'm going to do anything purely opinion based, not a proper. I'm not numbering it or anything, but for like Windrose or something. Maybe just a review of my experiences over it. I suppose I've played Valheim and bunch and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'll be going back on my principles if I do this. I don't know. I think it'd be a case of do it and only release it if I think it's really worth it. I suppose the main takeaway is I don't think it's something you should jump into on a whim. And you definitely need some form of authority, I feel. And if you don't, just make sure the authority isn't at all in place. Oh, there's another one over there. One more ground. Oh, maybe there's an underground and it disappeared. I was just playing Demon Souls first, the original of them. Yeah, Demon Souls, that was one that was remade for PS5, wasn't it? Dark Lord was all over that. I played Dark Souls 1 Remastered on stream, for one stream, and never went back to it. I loved Elden Ring. It's like one of my all-time favourite games. It was amazing. It's such a good gaming experience in general. Sometimes opinions don't matter, neither does unpopular opinions. I suppose, yeah, it depends what someone's after. Whether they want just facts, whether they want opinion. If they want an opinion, is yours the type of opinion they want? As in, like, if you are experienced in the games that they like, and this might be, then maybe they do want your opinion. But if you're not, they probably won't. Cynthia probably read off stream. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'm not going to read, like, literally read it on stream, but I don't know. I'm going to be thinking about this all stream now if I don't read it now. Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, okay, cool. Cheers, let me know, Dark Lord. I'll think of something. And yo, thanks, Wicked. How's it going, man? Should Daisy? And Trapping Hell. Yeah, we have one ground or one underground left, I think. It was a pirate game. Really enjoying Windrose. We'll be streaming it again on Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, we'll be handling the second boss. I don't think Bob is going to be with us for that, but me, Jason, and Beeblebum will be fighting it. And streaming it, the fight. I've got some good building done on that. I don't know how much more building I'm going to do, but like, as it is now, it could be called a complete build. Personally, I'd only do said review if I met 3 rules. Oh, okay, right. So I played set amount of hours. So yeah, for sure. 2, played in such a way that I gain enough knowledge into its mechanics and nuances. And 3, intend to move on to a new game and repeat this. So by 3, do you just mean as if this is going to be a common thing? So like, kind of like I was saying before, where with the... Like, it should be something that you do and not just the occasional thing. So you'll actually get good at it and gain experience. I mean, yeah, the playing to know its mechanics... Yeah, you basically... Yeah, it's just like a certain level of understanding that you definitely need to reach. Plus the hours to... Yeah, I'd agree with that. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, the last one's underground, isn't it? Oh, we're gonna bother trying to find that. We'll give it a few tries. I still only play NMS. I definitely NMS has the most hours for me by far in any game. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Need to look for like whispering eggs or humming eggs. I think humming sacks. Do. Oh, unless that is a no. Because the other thing is the buried artifacts or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name. Whenever I see it, I'll know. 80 vortex cubes. It'll make sense to review a game return later on, I don't think. I don't know. What? I don't see why returning would matter. If it wouldn't make sense to go back and then review it again unless like you're reviewing the full release when your original was early access. Or it had been substantially changed in some way. But yeah, only returning as a review to a game that hasn't changed, that'd be weird, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm looking for things and such and stuff and thing like... Oh, here we go. Humming sack. Hey, get a look at this humming sack. Hey, baby, do you like your sax humming? I love my sax to hum. Well, you're in luck, baby. And see. I don't know if Fable get released there. I liked Fable when I played on Xbox 2. I now play on PS5 only. I was really excited for Fable, but then like there's just a number of things I've heard that make it sound like it's going to be shit. Like how they're like, oh, we're moving away from like morals of good and evil because like to some people they are the good guys. It's like, what? Yeah, so murdering people who like murdering a nun is that good to some people then? You idiots. Yeah, I did my head in. There's a few other things as well. Like one of the main things of Fable was like, you know, you do bad shit, you start looking more and more demonic. That was a really cool aspect. Like this, in some way, like I feel like the morals there that they're talking about are separate from the like the morals. The overall morals are different from the morals of a specific people in that game. But like if there's demons in there or whatever that you're going to talk to, I mean, just because what they think is good doesn't mean that it is good, you know. So anyway, ew. Yeah. Stupid. So yeah, basically I'm not at all excited about Fable anymore. I feel like Crimson Desert had enough of a Fable feel to some parts of it, like the kind of insanity of how some of the NPCs act, and the fact that it's like a mixture of different magical races and stuff. It's a very Fable-esque. But it does make dual sense. See what I did there? Dual sense because it's a control. For goodness sake, Alice. No. I wonder if they will get. Think of it as a ladder, an unbiased opinion based on your personal experience, knowledge gained. But my game interest is very narrow, so my reviews would be non-important. Well, not necessarily. That's what I mean. So, like, to a degree, just because your review sense, well, your reviews would be like that. Your game interest is very narrow. Doesn't mean your reviews would be bad. It means that your reviews might only be good to people who play the specific games that your narrow view like fits. Like if you only ever play survival games, that's a pretty narrow view. But it doesn't. But you're probably good at reviewing survival games. It's a whole Dark Souls thing. If you only ever play Dark Souls games or Souls games, anything made by Miyazaki, that's pretty damn narrow. Probably a very good person for reviewing a Miyazaki game there. Yeah, let's get to the next planet. Did you know how to get the golden ship? The golden ship, I assume you mean the golden vector. That was a reward from the Pioneers expedition, which is the first expedition they did. It has popped up, I believe, 2 times since then in the Redux, and then at least one of the special Redux for people to be able to get. But unless you've gotten through that, the only other way is to save edit the game to... Actually, I don't think it's a proper save edit. There's a file in the game files that tracks what expeditions you've completed. I believe you can edit that to make the game think that you completed that expedition. I don't know exactly how to do that though, so you'll have to Google it. But I think that's doable. That's the only way you get into there. Although there might also be a thing... there might also be a thing for... like, there was a thing before where someone could transfer a ship to another person through, like, a bug, an exploit type thing, but I think they've patched that. A review NMS, sure, and maybe peeps would appreciate it, but I think for a fuller review, you'd need to carry a broader gaming knowledge. Well, yeah, so I think to review NMS properly, like proper review with the score and everything, I feel like you'd need to play base games. So that would still be narrow, but that would be the game name, like Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, that kind of thing. Isn't there the save file thing? Sure, people have explained it on Reddit. I mean, yeah, you can edit. That's what I'm saying. You can edit it in. I think it'd be safer to edit the expedition file than your actual save file. I think the expedition file will be located in the save folder, probably, because it's account specific. But I don't actually know that, because I think when I reinstalled the game and only backed up the save folder, it wiped all my expedition completion progress. But, so like, that's what I said, I don't know really where it is. But I think that would be safer to alter that file than to alter your save file. I'd suggest time travel to play the expedition on a new save. Oh yeah, there's that thing, yeah. So you can actually do that now, yeah. You can... Basically, you play offline and you set the date and stuff to the correct one when the Pioneers one went out or whatever on your device, and then actually you wouldn't want to do it offline. You'd need their servers, so I don't know how you do that, but it's possible. Like, Google that, yeah. Yana. Hello, Yana. My name is Ed. Oh, save editor can... Okay, cool. The save editor can edit this account file. So yeah, you can use Goat Fungus's save editor. That's one I use. I don't know if this is a different... I know there's one other at least, but... I rarely edit, but I use the save... And when I do, it's for testing. But I often use it to look in the file to get, like... You know, when you get a multi-tool, it doesn't tell you what the stats are in game. But if you go in your save file, you can get the exact bonus for numbers and stuff. Useful for making vids. But yeah, I hope you get sorted, Rancher. Talk about Backbone's literally a controller for your Android device called Backbone 1 PlayStation Edition. Yeah, I've actually got... I don't know what it is. My brother got it me for Christmas. It was a controller that you put your phone in, It's like it connects to the phone via Bluetooth, and you like just pull the controller apart and it slots in and holds your phone. For phone gaming. The issue is I never play games on my phone, so I haven't used it. But it's cool. Upgrade a clip of the golden vector after we got it. First time I got one response. The clip, a request to trade the ship, yeah. Yeah, part of why I never even bothered to try and work out how to trade things with people is just because I used to get a lot of messages like saying, hey, can you do this glitch to give me the ship and stuff? It's like, I don't know how to do that. How much time do you want me to invest in this? I don't know you. This is like a random person that isn't even subbed or whatever. They're just like there's there used to be a lot of people who would like just, you know, you go around begging for a bloody thing or whatever. Because like 1 in 100 will actually be like, oh, I'll do it. I think if you intend to review NMS, for example, then a group of games like Subnautica, yeah. Is this got any ground on? No, just flying and underwater. Okay. Let's bagger off then. Off to the next, you shitey baggers. Nothing but a bunch of shitey. Oh, you're all a bunch of fatties. Oh, I've gained too much weight, man. It's not good. Too much freaking chocolate and Haribo. That's not good. What am I, Scottish? See, we turn back. I can't get a whole stream without insulting Scottish. Come on. Okay, no. Need to check for specific flying. Why? Oh, were you on about the? I suppose I could check crabs. You want about the? Oh, the beetles. I don't think beetles will be on these planets though. These are specific flying non-thingy ones, aren't they? I know they're technically flying, but I don't think they'll be on a planet like that, will they? Do you know if they will? Too far away. Let's look for crabs. Crab people, crab people. Get some crabby patties. I wanna be the very best crabby patty maker there ever was. Never know. Well, unless I know, I'm not gonna bother because that's like a. Feels like a lot of effort, extra effort for something. So unsure. No. I mean, if I see them, I'll get. Because another planet with the whole thing would be great. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. To teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. I don't think we're gonna go that far in the song. There's one line I don't know and I've never known. It's Pokemon gotta catch it. My heart's so true. Our story's full of something. You teach me and I teach you, Pokemon. So I don't know what that something is. In which niche do you tap into once your reviews? I don't know. I doubt that's a question you can answer until you've done it. Oh, it's an underground, damn it. 2 undergrounds. Lucky DT, what up? I used to know someone who... There's a horrible nickname, DTL. And DT stood for Deep Throat. I'm guessing that's not what DT in Lucky DT stands for. But it's nice to have you. Tony Hawk's Underground. What? Plus reviews, there's going to be a game made with positive. I will find you. No! I don't know I will. Oh, that's fun. Anyways. Hope you're having a swish one. Yeah, we gave it our best. Right, next planet. Massive elephant legs at the front, plus spindly legs at the back, lives in water. I'm not buying it. Can we play multiplayer? Last time I saw a player outside the anomaly, I got chased by sentinels. I mean, I don't... Oh, yeah, actually, I haven't got the thing on. So, I don't invite people into my game to actually, like, join via the friends list and stuff. However, what I do, which I've completely bloody forgot to do, thank you for the reminder, is I take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of that, and then I'll get it on screen. And if you want to portal to the system I'm in while I'm there and stuff, I have multiplayer on. I'm definitely down for that, like a passive multiplayer. Is this one, should be it? It is! Huzzah! Hells yeah, awesome. Euclid, yeah. So, yeah. Anyone who wants to, like, jump in the same system or whatever, feel free. You are welcome. There's this next Blanood Noot. Blanood Noot. Do. That's true. I've got to Google it now. It's gonna be on my mind. Pokemon theme lyrics. A heart so true. Our story is full of what? Oh, Genius has the lyrics. Have a look. And it was my destiny. Ah, our courage will pull us through. It's only been 30 years, but now I know the lyrics. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I teach you. Pokemon. Oh, hello. What common catalyst increases independence in the egg sequencer? I don't know. I thought it was different per genus. $360 nutmeg. Now, I don't know what Casper 360 is. That sounds like a person or a game, and I feel like you're comparing this to a spice. I like nutmeg wins. It's probably not what you're doing, but I know what it is. Hey, are you in PC though? Oh, actually, good point. I'm an experimental, which means I'm probably not going to be able to see anyone that isn't on the Steam experimental. And thought about it. Oh, it's a board trick. Eh. So is Nutmeg also a board trick? Is Tony Hawk dead? No, Tony Hawk isn't dead, no. Actually, have you guys seen the stuff on Bam? Bam Margera has been like skating again. He's like 50 and overweight, and he's still like a decent skater. It's ridiculous. Man, oh friggin' look, Bam Margera is so cool. Or was anyway. Oh, Diplo. Ah, CCS. Dang it, yeah. It would have been cool to have a cool Diplo. I actually saw Bam Margera live. So Bam Margera had a metal band for like one tour. They made an album, they did a tour, and that was it. And the name of the band was Fuckface Unstoppable. And it was like Bam with half the members of CKY. And it was awesome. It was really good. It was such a fun night. I saw him in Birmingham at the O2. And like Bam's really good. Bam's good at like metal vocals. Like surprisingly good. Diplo from Toy Story. Should we kill it then? Isn't that what you should do with Toy Story things? Just to make children cry. It's funny. Oh, that's pretty cool. We've got a mohawk. Oh, I'm not killing these. Oh, they've both got mohawks. You badasses. Shame you're not triple S's though, you useless bastards. How cool that is. Looks like my hometown. I'm guessing you're from Leeds. It'd be so funny if you're the girl I was thinking of, by the way. I know you were certainly not. Like, it'd just be hilarious. Just get like a text message after. Fuck you! It's both of like 10 years. Anyone ever voiced that nickname got very angry. Rightfully so. I used to live there. Ah, okay. Have to move to Spain. Ooh, cool. Where in Spain do you live? If like rough area, I'm not asking for an address. I used to go to Spain a lot when I was younger. Mainly around like Costa del Sol type thing. Around, not in Marbella, but near it. Like between Marbella and Fuengirola. And then a bit in Estepona. Stuff. We basically, when I was young, we'd travel like we'd go there on like a yearly holiday or whatever. Visiting both Leeds and Scotland in one stream. Oh, dude, I'm just getting started, man. Next, Yorkshire. Why? Because Jay's here. In Barcelona. Cool. I've never been to Barcelona. Actually, really would like to. Or like the only thing I really know about Barcelona is that when my father went there as a young man, his glasses were stolen and he just bought them and he hates it because of that. Oh, Jay, I was brutal against Scotland earlier. I referred to it as an appendices of England. It's not a real country. So good. Hey, do you have crossplay on? Yeah. Oh, well, I have crossplay on, but that's not something... Like, that's just allows me to play the same save file on, like, my PS5. Oh no, it's true! Barcelona's a stealing place. No! Well, I mean, I assume it's just it's a capital city, isn't it? It's like London has a shit ton of theft and some knife crime. It's like every capital city, every major city has crap in it. Even Tokyo, which was super chill and nice, still has Yakuza. So. Right, next, Note. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, Mark Planet there. As long as you don't skip out, whip out a Jamaican accent again. Oh, now you're just tempting me. Mon. Oh. I'm trying to think, did I pussy out on the Jamaican accent in that freighter video like 6 years ago? There's a video, it was semi-infamous. It was when I was trying to get my original freighter. It was 2017 that video came out. And like, I played the song Easy Street because it had just been on like The Walking Dead. On Easy Street, and it feels so sweet. Cause the world is but a treat when you're on Easy Street. Cause we're sipping on the good champagne, sitting pretty on the gravy train. It's that one. And I had that playing, showing me going slowly insane because I was like re-rolling. And it was a lot hard to re-roll then. Also, this was when the S-Class freighter, I had to save up 465 million units to get it. And that took 2 weeks of the fastest unit method to get. It was ridiculous. It was a lot of effort. Holy crap, dude! S.A. Busby, man. Thank you, dude, for the friggin' 10 gifted memberships. That's crazy, man. Holy crap. That's incredibly kind of you, dude. Please go on, please down below. Do you have multiplayer on? So I'm trying to catch up with this before I read all these out. Because crossplay should let me find you. Oh god, a nope rope. Holy crap. Yo. Friggin' 10 community subs, gifted subs on friggin' Twitch. What's going on? Thank you guys. This is crazy. Yeah, massive thank you to S.A. Busby, man. Very much appreciate it. Tried baiting you in the past, but no luck. Dude, thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. And yo, welcome, Lyrical Ham Music. Honor Arvin. Sorry, it's a bit small writing. Exiled Target. Yo Widubs. Kuro It 5MN. 2 Fox Gibbon. Zero has returned. Dylan. Leo Driscoll and Michael Coulthard. Yo, welcome guys, and thank you again, S.A. Busman. That's incredibly kind of you, dude. Thank you. And yo, Nope Rope. Thank you very much, man, for the 10 gifted subs on freaking on Twitch there. Sorry, it was paused on the thing. I need to pull out that thing again, giggity, to read them on Twitch. Yo, thank you, NoPro Man, and welcome to Ramscan, Jam Gobber, Zelkorogic, Joe Frenza, Rob Never Streams, Fine Amish, Mecha TARDIS, Chris Hulan, Oberon, BR. Is that like a reference to Prince Oberon from Game of Thrones? Such a cool character. Drewsy Drewster. Yo, welcome guys. And thank you again, NoPro Man. That's really kind of you, dude. Thank you. Oh, it's the same person. Dude, holy crap. Thank you for gifting like 10 subs on Twitch and 10 memberships on YouTube. That's incredibly kind of you, man. Holy crap. I really appreciate it, dude. Hells yeah. And yo, and hey, Jam. Thank you for Jam, who got one from NoPro, gifted a sub 2 NoPro. Hells yeah, nice. Thank you, Jam. That's really kind of you, man. I'll see, yeah. Awesome sauce. Thank you very much. That's really kind of you, dude. Shidazu. Hells to the year. What's this? For real, AI has good uses though, just not for everyone. Oh, what's that do? Oh, Galactus. I don't know why, but AI has really ruined everything, especially for RAM shortages for gaming handheld devices, but like Lenovo Legion. So, I don't really agree with that. So, AI definitely has some really good uses. I think it's also provided, you know, it's actually regulated properly. I think it's obviously the future, isn't it? Like, you know, they're gonna friggin' cure diseases and prolong life with using AI. And so AI has caused some massive shortages with memory and stuff. However, haven't they already used AI to like formulate a new algorithm for using memory that makes you need less memory to get the same effect or something? I've only seen headlines on that. I haven't read into it, so I don't actually know. No, it's definitely some things how, like, so AI will not replace us in a true sense. However, AI will be able to do things that we do better than us and already can in some things. There's definitely like a worry there. But also, you know, there's a few, like the future is going to have almost no menial jobs left. There's going to be very like, and so that is a good thing eventually. It will have to result in like universal basic income and stuff. That's just how it's going to have to run. There's definitely ways that can work, but it is also like a complete overwrite of our system. It's like, it's not an easy thing, and there's probably going to be some pretty rough growing pains. But considering the growing pains of all human history before it, it's probably going to be pretty chill. Thing is, we've had peace for quite a while in like the Western world. What we think is horrendous and life ruining is like a dream come true for even some of the world now. You know, it's like, I'm not sure I want to go on to a whole like thing about like, you know, the American dream was sold to us and stuff, and like, you know, like there's a whole thing where everyone thinks their life can be and has to be perfect. It's like, you know, life isn't perfect, and if you pretty much can't get a perfect life, and you shouldn't expect or. You shouldn't really expect that. You're only going to get disappointment. Whatever life you have is your life. That's personal to you. It's like in a video game. Don't follow all the online guides so you get every single last thing in the game, but you only found them because someone else told you where to get it. Play it yourself. Find what you find. You find 1 out of the 10 best gear pieces in the game, but you found it. And it's amazing. It's better than all your other gear pieces. And it allowed you to kick some ass on some bosses and stuff. You had that playthrough where you saw 92% of things, but that was your playthrough. And only yours. Same with life. Yeah? I missed how life was in the 80s. But again, like even with that, it's like... don't let nostalgia ruin the future, you know? What was the American dream even about? I think the American dream was about being able to do anything if you work hard enough. And there's some truth to it, but it's not true. Not everyone can do everything. And if you think you can do everything, then you just don't know your limits well enough. You know, no one can do everything. Some people can do more than others. Some people are better at certain things than others, so forth. Find what you can do that you can find fulfillment through. I wouldn't say find happiness through, find fulfillment through, and that fulfillment is far greater than chasing happiness, and the happiness will come as a byproduct of that, you know. I'm not sure I'm the best person to get life advice from this, so let's leave that. We got very philosophical there. Well, I did anyway. What was the American dream? Do you want a living ship upgrade? Oh, I'm good, thank you. I haven't even got a living ship on... Actually, I have on this save, of course. I'm thinking of the abandonment. But I'll get them when I need them. Thank you, then. That is great. It's the greed behind AI ruining it. Yeah. That's I'd say it's definitely a negative aspect behind the stoof. I think definitely it definitely needs a regulation though. Proper, well thought out stuff. We don't want to rush into this, you know. It's like if getting an egg to the other side of the field balanced on a spoon, if getting the egg there is like the peak of everything, and if you get it there, everything's going to be amazing. You don't run, do you? You walk slowly, carefully. You make sure it gets there. You don't like just run and probably drop it, but maybe not, so let's take the risk. No, you just walk, don't run. Let's see what we can find in this swampy bitch. Experimental update. Experimental update. I'm not sure. I was playing Windrose on Thursday. I had to do IRL stuff on Friday, and on Saturday I went to Nottingham for a gig, and then I only got back half an hour before the stream. Man, that gig, it was really good, but they didn't play the one friggin' song I really like. So I saw Smash Into Pieces, and they didn't play my favourite song, which is the only song I really properly know from them. Like, I've listened to like 5 other ones, but it's this one song that I've been obsessed with and I really like. They didn't play it. It's Wake Up. They didn't play it, man. I was gutted. They even had a 3-song encore and it wasn't in it. I was genuinely disappointed in that. The rest of it was awesome though. The gig was pretty good, but he lost a point of the 5 when that happened. Got to go. Catch you later. Awesome to have you, Lucky. Hope you have a swish rest of your evening. Learning to catch AI mistakes is a skill. Also, some AI can be trained to catch their own mistakes. I mean, again, like, those mistakes are going to get smaller and smaller, aren't they, as time goes on? And it's going to get harder to see the changes, which is a good thing. It means that AI is getting better. Good thing is a general thing, of course. Real winners of the AI revolution will be the creative people. If we're all on universal income because the robots are doing all the work, then expect an arts and crafts explosion. Yeah, basically, those are going to be the jobs the youths can still get. So the whole thing about universal basic income, the whole point should be that everyone needs to be on the minimum breadline. You need to be able to have the basics in life at the very least. I think really it should be a bit higher than that. You need a quality of life that's worth living. Then, if you want extra from life, you need to work. I think that's what the future is, but probably well after we're gone. And in those future, the people who will work are going to be like the creatives, yeah, doing stuff for people who want the human touch. There will be a premium on anything that is made by a human and not AI. You know, a painting. Oh, who painted this? Oh, it was done by like Cat GPT. Oh, I couldn't give a shit. But like this painting was made by so and so. They spent a week painting it, and it's like their 10th showing to the world or whatever. It's like, you know, that means something more. That has more value just in the fact that it was made by a person. It's gonna be that kind of thing, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, that BCB. Baby. But universal basic income is only available in the UK, rest of the world, no chance. Wait, what? What are you on about? We don't have universal basic income. I mean, I suppose, like, you could definitely, if you want to get, well, we're not going to get political. But, like, I imagine some people would argue that we do, but we don't. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. That's political. Politics are bad, man. Like, real life politics, we're not getting into that. Future, cyberpunk, nowhere near our lifetime's politics. Speculative stuff, sure. You know, we're not naming any people. Whenever I see a CCC creature, I don't know if they even realise they're still alive. Yeah, that's dark, man. But it's also, I agree. It's like looking at a worm and thinking, does it? What's going on in that little worm thing? Does it? There's just a thing, like a electrical thing that makes it crawl, and that's it. So there's one more ground. Unnamed people, can we describe that? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but no. Nothing related to current politics. That's always been a rule on this channel. I think we should keep that up. Is politics or religion? I think it was as well. It's generally been appreciated, I think, because people come to streams like this to chill, you know. And I guarantee, I guarantee not everyone in this chat agrees with each other politically. So let's not, you know, create needless friction over that. Universal income is having everyone or a group give them a static, and everyone or a group give them. I mean, yeah, a universal basic income, yeah, is that everyone gets like an amount that will be regulated and it will be fair, whatever. Yeah, basically, just it's the basic thing keep you alive because there's not enough jobs for everyone. Obviously that then needs to, like, where's this money coming from, you know? There's like loads of other things. Obviously it can work. Like everything would need to be run pretty much automatically at that point. So, yeah.
Shut easy.
Remind me to chat with you offline. Oh god, yeah, sure. I'm a little concerned about this, but sure. This one, ABA's ABBA! This is the real SOS. It's a friggin' thing as well. Tyrannosaurus Rooks. Tyrannosaurus Rooksley. Yeah, the rest just underwater. We can quickly check those. In case there's a crab. Crab. We get to the water? We might be able to. Oh, I was trying to get another flick off the ground. To get acceleration. When you Scooby-Doo, and you have to scoo. Get-a-dum-dum-dee. Take a chance on me. When you scoob and let me go. Let the villain skew. And you have to do-be-do when you diddly-do. Did you have to scoop? Bum bum. Oh, CSC. Crab. It's a Krabby Patty. ABC. Okay, there's more crabs than I expected. Yeah, I'm glad you taught me into looking at the crabs. All three were crabs. Ack. I'm just curious about edge conditions, but I do agree with no politics related stand. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, if you like say stuff, whatever, I can definitely give you a yes or no on it, whether it's like viable. Chat. What you waiting? What are you waiting? What are you waiting? What are you waiting? What are you waiting for? That was a very big album, wasn't it? The Gwen Stefani one. There was a lot of bangers on that album. ABBA, ABC, or what is this musical planet? Damn right it is. ABC. How can be 1, 2, 3? Skibbity-doo, beat-dee, skibbity, scooby-doo-dee, and you and me do-doo-doo. I do respectfully disagree with your view on AI. and the creative industry, but that's likely because I'm a lot more pessimistic about mankind. I mean, yeah, this is just. I mean, how valuable is my opinion on this? It's like it's not very. I'm not an expert on AI. Yeah, like it's absolutely completely fine if we disagreed about this stuff, especially with me. So the future is the entire population sit and play simulation games. They are getting more and more popular already now. Car wash simulator, coffee shop. It's Wally. The future is Wally. That's bad. Hopefully not. Chihuahua still here. Yeah, but last one in the system. I'm waiting for the game simulation to come out. Hi, Chihuahua Surf Gear. How's it going, man? Just passing by. Hope you're doing well, dude. How's Surf Gear and how's Brussels? Is it making epic pate as usual? Actually, I don't know. So is Brussels pate from Brussels? I assume it is. You know, just the. It's what I consider the base pate. It's not basic, but it's the main pate that I always have. It's my favourite. It's simple. It's awesome. Pork liver pate. Delish. We're not here because we're free. We're here because we are not free. Agent Smith. Mr. Anderson. Feeling great. Awesome, man. Hells yeah. Need to live comfortably week to week, then the planet slows down. I think one of the big problems will be that people need goals. I think as a society, new things, new goals to work toward will have to exist. Because like, not everyone is creative, like in any particularly good sense. So those people are going to really struggle with any kind of creative pursuits anyway, in that kind of society. But I think new goals and stuff would be made. However, just because you're not creative doesn't mean you can't create. I know that sounds fucking stupid. But, like, you don't need to be artistic to be able to, like, build someone's design kind of thing, you know. There's definitely going to be so many societal struggles in that, if that comes to pass. This can go into the country's tax rate, rent, etc., then the whole world be about that. Speaking of Wally, the PS2 version of Wally was re-released onto PS Plus Premium for both PS5 and PS4. I didn't even know there was an actual game, Wally. Morning, afternoon, yo, Tech Geek. How's it going, man? Shit daisy. Brussels pate. Yes, Sergey. I assume Brussels pate is from Brussels. I thought I'd ask you, but you're giving me a why are we talking about this kind of thing, so I'm just going to Google it. Where does Brussels pate come from? Brussels pate originates from Belgium. Oh, so it is, yeah. It is traditional Belgian smooth-textured spread made primarily from finely ground. Is this a pate that you guys just call pate and the rest of the world calls Brussels pate? That could be the issue. Smooth-textured spread made primarily from finely ground pork liver, pork fat, and spices like cloves or nutmeg. While popular in Northern Europe, most commercially available Brussels pate is produced in Belgium. Origin Belgium, known as a staple in Belgian culinary tradition. I think that's it, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's Brussels, Borum pate, not only Brussels. Yeah, like, that's my, like, I love pate. That's almost entirely the pate I eat. One of my favourite snacks, or, well, like a breakfast or something, is just toast, butter, pate. It's freaking amazing. Delicious. I never do anything fancy with it. It's normally like toast and pate, or like even just pate on a nice piece of like tiger loaf or something, thickly cut bloomer. loaf that you just put a bit of butter on, then pate on top. Open sandwich. Happy days. French stick. Oh, delicious. I went very camp there with my... Yeah, pate simply, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that you guys would just... Well, no, do you mean pate? Yeah, that one. I make a living from creativity and need someone to buy their product. Every play needs an audience. Faux schnitz. Funny on pate, currently munching duck and orange on crackers. Ooh. Hells yeah. Strong views about a spread. Views about a spread. Did you watch Project Hail Mary? Unless that's not your thing. Project Hail Mary. That sounds familiar. What is that? I recognise the name of that. I've heard something about this recently. Oh shit, yeah, I saw a clip for this. I really want to watch this. It sounds really good. That's the one with Gosling and that, like, alien thing or something, isn't it? Yeah, I really want to see that. Like, yeah, thank you for reminding me. I need to catch that. That looks really interesting. Yeah, toast, butter and pate, perfect. Hells yeah, man. Pate's not only in Brussels, Belgium, also in European. Each has a... Oh yeah, of course, yeah. There's loads of different pates. Like, I think Russia has a lot of different pates. Like, I went through a little thing where I was... wait, is this what Last Planet Insane one? Yeah, it is. Did I check this one? I was going through a time where I wanted to try different army rations packets. And like, I got a few ones. Like, there was a one that I never tried before it went out of date. It was baby squid in ink. It was a Spanish, like, army ration. It was a tin of squid in ink. And like, it sounded delicious. And I wasted it. Awful. Awful, man. There was also a French one that I never got around to trying either, which was, it was gizzards in like this thing. Basically, I think the French one, that one is one of the ones that was designed by like a Michelin star chef or whatever. Tin Fish Phase 2, that's why I visited that channel last week. No, I've always been a fan of tin fish. Like, ever since I was younger, like my mother would sometimes do me, like when I was like a kid, like I don't know, 7 or whatever. Actually, probably younger than that. My mother would sometimes do me like some toast, butter, then get a can of sardines in tomato sauce, take out the spine, and then just mash it up and spread it on the toast. It's delicious. And so that made me really like sardines. Tin sardines. Obviously tuna's good. Like, one of the things we used to have a lot when I was younger, like when we went on holiday specifically, we'd have this pasta, tuna, sweet corn and mayonnaise. It's like a side for like it's a side that goes really well with like an outdoor family meal where you have like that as well as like a big bowl of salad with like a light vinaigrette on. Then you have some other thing, you have some sort of meat. You're just having spoonfuls of things. I've never tried the hot sauce. We don't really have a lot of like chili ones and stuff here. I think there's a lot of American ones where they have like jalapenos and stuff in the things, or chili oil in like Portugal and stuff. But like, I'm also a massive fan of mackerel, tin mackerel. It's just a really good snack. It's tasty. Other than the salt, it's way better for you than pretty much any other snack that is so convenient. Because it's, you know, it's literally just fish and either tomato sauce or some oil or something. You drain the oil, so you just get a bit of it. It's basically been confit in friggin' olive oil. Delicious. Let's have sardines and mustard. Ooh. I love tuna, but I'm going to have to pass on the heavy metal contamination. I mean, yeah, I don't eat tuna too often because of the whole mercury and stuff. When does pate become paste? thought pate has to be primarily paste for the definition. This base rate would cover all primary essentials. Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends what you mean by shopping. Like food shop, yeah. It would have to need to be like a level above breadline, but who knows what level could be viable, especially at the beginning. What funds regardless based on where they live and how. By the way, nice colour grass this planet. Yes, nice vibrant red. Oh yeah. Anyway, so the thing I was saying about like the rations, I was looking at. I ended up getting some American rations. I got the pepperoni pizza American ration, and it even had peanut M&Ms. It was banging. I took it with me to Download Music Festival. So I had a bunch of like army ration food because I just thought it was fun. One I nearly got was like a Russian one, and a load of the Russian army rations have a lot of pates and stuff. So like the little oil packets of like a pate, and a lot of their pate is like brain pate and stuff, which makes sense because brain is like largely fat, so you could make like a mousse and stuff with it. I personally, I'm not super thrilled to eat brain, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything. I imagine it's quite nutritious and whatnot. But that's why I was thinking of it, because of the pate that I saw in some of the Russian kits. This was before a certain war, so it was easier to get that stuff. Let's not go into that. Is this another flying and underwater only one? It is! Fish on rations used to have apple flakes, just add water. Never seen them sold commercially, but they were delicious. Every time I hear about eating brains, I think of Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. Yeah, with the monkey brain. So, I think this is true. Because I can't think of any reason why my mother would have lied to me with it. Because I found it horrifying. But my uncle ate monkey brain. And he had to. Because he was a guest. The uncle in question was an architect. I assume he still is. Haven't seen him in a couple of decades now. And helped design some buildings around the world, including like a skyscraper in Hong Kong. I believe it was something to do. Like, he was invited to a dinner with some high-up people, and was served like especially warm monkey brain. And basically, it was like, if you don't eat this, you're being pretty damn disrespectful to your host. So it's like, kind of had to. Didn't really want to. Yeah, it's not on my bucket list. Right, so given my age, I didn't understand the first three answers and didn't agree with the fourth. First three answers, didn't agree with the fourth. Wait, what? So, MVT, what do you mean? I might have been mixed up with something. Oh, yes, Saba and below in the fish food chain are all on the menu. Oh, for those who don't, Saba is mackerel. Friggin' delicious fish, man. It's so meaty and like oily in like a delicious way. Yeah, I love tuna, but I don't eat it that often because I used to eat like a can a day, but I think a can a day is pushing the limits of like safe amounts of mercury. Isn't the monkey brain story in the pilot of Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom? Yeah, that's what it was brought up. Yeah, that's why it was originally brought up. Like, Oh, do you mean that? In like, was there a 4 answers in the Indiana Jones or something? I haven't seen those movies in like fucking, that movie in what, 30 years or something? There's corned beef used in the army's canned. So, I like corned beef, canned corned beef. I genuinely like that taste and texture. When I was younger, that's another thing. We'd always keep a few cans of things in the cupboard just so there's always something in case we like this fresh veg went off or something wasn't great. So we, just keeping something. Shops weren't as convenient as they are now. So like we'd probably have some cans of sardines, a few cans of corned beef, probably some cans of frigging potatoes and stuff. Canned potatoes. I'm good. And canned peas and stuff. Canned peas, not so bad if it's like marrow fat. They're good, but like it's like peas, like green beans and stuff, they're just mush. Anyway, canned corned beef, I like it, man. I used to have corned beef sandwiches. So it'd be a canned corned beef that's sliced, and then put a bit of HP brown sauce on. That's your sandwich. Delicious. Works, man. Canned new potatoes remind me of my nan. Same, yes. My grandmother, she used to have canned potatoes. And new potatoes, yeah. We also used to have that canned ham. It was like canned ham from Marks and Spencer's. So it was like a good brand, but it's still canned ham. But it was delicious. I used to like it. So she makes like sandwiches or whatever. My great auntie used to always have cans of beef tongue as well. But like beef tongue is delicious as well. It's like whenever I'd go around, she'd like make me a tongue sandwich. That sounds weird, but like be a beef tongue sandwich made with beef tongue. Oh, we have a crab. SBC, dang it. It's only taken me 55 years to know what spam means. I love this stuff. Tongue sandwich is something that's not safe to Google. Gone peas and sweet corn with best butter. It's a yummy breakfast. So, sweet corn in cans, awesome. I use canned sweet corn constantly. I actually put canned sweet corn on my salads. It's good. My salad's base salad is mixed leaves. So, like, I like bistro salads that have arugula or rocket and like beetroot leaves and like lots of little baby leaves. Like lamb's lettuce is also amazing. Butter leaf lettuce as well, delicious. So mixed leaves, very thinly sliced red onion or shallot. If it's shallot, it's a Italian shallot. Thinly sliced, though very thinly. Then some kind of cherry tomato, piccolo or baby plum tomatoes. Awesome. Whack them in, obviously cut in half at least, and some sweet corn. I then do a dressing of 2 parts extra virgin olive oil, really good stuff, and 1 part apple cider vinegar, live with the mother, and then crack a load of black pepper in, and then just toss that about. That's my go-to salad. I sometimes add some things like black olives. Delicious to add to that. Not necessarily green olives. I love green olives, but I feel like they're better for either just munching or cooking with. They work really well in like a stew, Moroccan stew. Thoughts on haslet? Haslet, is that like a luncheon meat? I'm not sure what haslet is entirely. Or piccalilli or Branston pickle. Oh, I love Branston pickle. And it's a great way to preserve. It's not just convenient to use. Well, I mean, it's both. Like, the convenience and whether it's good tasting or whatever are 2 different things, aren't they? It's like, it's 100% convenient. Like, it definitely is convenient. That's, like, the point of it. But, yeah, like, is that what you mean? As in, like, just because it's convenient doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah, like I said, I like a lot of these things. But, like, a lot of people shit on, like, canned corned beef and stuff. A lot of Americans definitely do. There's a whole thing. The whole thing about British food being bland, I believe, comes from World War II, doesn't it? Unlike Americans, that's where it started. The same as how Belgians' fries became named French fries, even though they ate it in Belgium. The people, like, where that part of Belgium, they speak French, so they're like, oh, it's French fries. No, it's Belgian. Yeah. Yeah. It's because it was in war. It was like near the end of the war, and it's like, oh, these rations are awful. They taste like crap. Yeah. They probably do, yeah. The country's been rationing for like freaking decade. Black olive rings are yummy on pizza. I agree. Delicious. We only serve freedom fries around here. Belgian fries fried in horse oil. Horse oil? What the fuck? That sounds horrendous just as a thing. I've got the finest horse oil. Crumble corned beef in a bowl with a fork, then stir in a few spoonfuls of mayo. Very interesting. I've never had mayo and corned beef on sandwich. It feels like it wouldn't really mix for me. Because corned beef is somewhat fatty already. You're just adding more fat. Whereas the brown sauce adds that vinegary, sharp, sour taste to it, which balances the whole thing out. Spam is spiced ham. It is. Well, apparently, like, the actual full true meaning of it was lost, wasn't it? Because like only the pip. Because this spam, apparently, the name spam was come up with and chosen at a dinner party by the person who owned the company who made it, like, originally, and who's basically offering drinks. This was in wartime because they wanted something cheap. Yes, I'm a fan of tasting history with Max Miller, and that is where I'm getting this information from. Aim that fish. Hash with baked beans, cowboy food. I tried making like corned beef hash or whatever once, and it was not with baked beans, and I wasn't really impressed. Let's see any more. Let's just head back up. Devonty, how's it going, man? Yeah, English food isn't bland at all. It's usually Americans that say that, but I don't care. They use bacon to season their food. Yeah, well, that's it. So, like, yeah, that whole bland thing, it originated from the wartime rationing. And, well, of course, like, you know, people like to shit on other people. So that's just what's perpetuated it further. Basically, people who think that English food is bland, like that, like, someone brought that up at like Jimmy Carr thing's a clip where like Jimmy's like, oh, okay, what restaurant in London did you eat at or whatever, and is that, oh, you haven't been to a restaurant in London? Where in England did you holiday? It's like, oh, you haven't been to England? Oh, okay. That sounds like your opinion's worth nothing. What makes a mean hash? Like, I mean, like, countries take the piss out of each other. It's a thing. It's like, you know, stereotypes about, like, Americans being dumb and fat. I'm sure a lot of English people perpetuate that. We have a lot of dumb fat people in the UK as well. Can we get another 3-star? Oh, pirate. Yeah, why not? Like I said, America does not have ransom pickle, HP sauce, curry sauce, piccalilli or salad cream, and get weird at adding vinaigrette to the salad. Well, okay, so the one thing America does have in that list is kind of HP. Because A1 and HP taste very similar. It's a very similar sauce. I think, I can't remember which one was first. I think A1 might have actually been first. Yeah, we got the dumb and fat from the Yanks. It was a bog-off deal. I was in London, Canterbury, Wales, and the biggest castle still standing, but can't remember town city it was in. Ah, cool. These castles still standing. I'd have thought that'd be something like Windsor or something, wouldn't it? I don't know what. I've never been to Windsor Castle, I've never seen it. A1 has a more bitter taste. Because I actually have some A1, but it's so old now, probably not too safe to try. I wouldn't say it has a bitter taste. Maybe it has a less sweet taste. Like, I'm guessing you aren't saying it has a bitter taste, just a more bitter, like, in the sense of a stock that has celery in and one that doesn't has a more bitter taste. Because I think, like, HP is made, like, with apples and vinegar, isn't it? Americans use vinegar to clean windows. They don't see it as an edible product. What? Just because the English food isn't bland doesn't mean that it's not. What? Just because English food isn't bland doesn't mean that it's not bland. That's literally what it means. What are you talking about? You mean the individual meal might be bland? It's just the whole stereotype. Well, I might not be a real American. I drink vinegar, eat pickles, and pickled eggs. Lies. Oh wow, hey, interesting. I've never heard of an American eating pickled eggs. Is that a thing? I thought that was like a thing that Americans would take the piss out of English for having pickled eggs. Pickled eggs are pretty much something you'll find in every single chip shop ever in the UK, pretty much. Every chip shop in the UK has a jar the size of your torso full of pickled eggs. The last time I had one, it was like 50p for a pickled egg or something. But they also pickled onions, of course. Gotta have pickles with your chips, because your chips are so fatty you need pickles. Fucking pickles, mate, you say. I love a good pickle, mate. Ah, Bobby! That's like I'm 50-50, half like, half a. Oh, okay. That's like Marmite and I assume Vegemite. The whole thing in the UK about Marmite is you either love it or you hate it. I love it personally, but even half of the UK hates Marmite. It's not like everyone in the UK likes it. Also, whenever anyone tries to get someone to try Marmite, they always give them, like freaking Jason, he just ate like a dessert spoonful of Marmite. It's like... He also said it doesn't taste like anything, it's just salty. Well, yeah, if you have like a pound of salt, you're only going to taste salt. It's like Marmite is to salt like soy sauce is to salt. It's really salty and it has an umami flavour with it. Actually, there's a good Adam. I would recommend a channel called Adam Raguzia. He is a semi-autistic chef who, he loves looking into the science of food and stuff, and he loves cooking. He does a really good video for Bangers and Mash, and in that video he uses Marmite to make gravy for the Bangers and Mash. So he puts Marmite with the brown bits to fond in the pan from the sausages and makes a gravy with that. Like uses for Marmite, man. Well, if you... Oh, God. This is... Jam. Why? Why are you being like that? If you're going to be like, he's not a chef, he's a home cook. Technically, you're only a chef if you manage a kitchen. Sure. I feel like that's such... You're out-pedanting me, damn it. But yeah, I do love his videos. They're good. Watching Yanks stuff stupid amounts of British food in their mouth is a whole section on YouTube. Check out the attempts to eat a whole teaspoon of powdered Coleman's mustard. Oh yeah, but I mean, it's like some people were doing this with the Marmite thing to people who genuinely wanted to try Marmite. Like A-Train, when he came to the UK, in Scotland I think it was, they tricked him into drinking a shot glass full of Marmite, I think. That's his first experience of Marmite. He probably hates it now. All dead fish patty. Locks his... Wait, what? I feel like my monotone voice probably made it sound way harsher against Jam. I'm sorry, Jam. I didn't... I wasn't being serious. But I realised my voice is probably... perhaps he went full Vegemite. I realise my voice sometimes makes it sound like I'm serious when I'm joking. Oh, we've only got one on this at least. Ah, CCB. Ew. No, different planet. Chromatic fog. Hyperbore. It's hyperbore in that one. Ooh, I haven't done the thingy. Get it over a dark background. Yeah, I'm convinced that Jason just has no taste buds. Like, I think he, like, cause he didn't blink at eating a spoonful of the Marmite. You're just like, yeah, it's just really salty. It's like, how can you have that much salt and not have to just vomit? Insane. So I don't think he has taste buds. I don't think he has a palate that could discern between anything of value. In the US, we have fake soy sauces that are basically made out of the same stuff as Marmite Vegemite. Really? What the hell? Interesting. It's a New York City Jewish bagel thing they do for breakfast. Fish pulse cold on your cold bagel. Oh, do you mean like gefilte fish? That like fish, it's like boiled fish sausage thing? Fish paste sausage? Gefilte fish? But I've never heard of anyone putting that in a bagel. You know, Jail Green, how's it going? Lox. Oh, I thought you were talking about Valheim Lox. Lox is cold and tough rubbery. Oh, good. Doesn't sound good. That just reminds me of your ma's a puss in a fish paste jar. That's D'Antwoord, isn't it? And they're bad people, apparently. That should be the one. Yeah. That's the one, baby. Got some bad lucks. It should be soft and tender. You're from New York City, Delhi for breakfast, I don't know. Ooh. I think, yeah, we've been to this one, haven't we? So next one. Go next where the planet is. Go next. Reality to that is Jason does have taste buds. In fact, he actually tried pineapple on pizza and he was like, yuck. So yeah, I'm saying more that he's like his palate can't discern between good food is what I mean. You know, throw some fried stuff with salt and sugar aplenty and he'll enjoy it. But he's not going to be able to tell that you put some nutmeg into his rice pudding. You know. English food is far from bland since it doesn't contain any of the 76 chemicals the US food is allowed to add. We have ingredients listed on our products by law. The US do not. I'm pretty sure the US has to list their ingredients, don't they? Actually, the one thing the US does do well is the nutrient breakdown. Because it's, I think some of ours are better, but then the US one, it's a little more simple, but it's also way more consistent. Every US packaging has to have that, like, there's like strict regulations for the sizing and stuff, isn't it? So it's really easy to compare things. That actually might have been an Adam Raguzia video as well. And the chewer. Where's this planet? Where the fuck is this planet? Where the fuck is this planet? Trying to find the motherfucker. There it is. Must like a batter. Locks fish that is squished into paste to consistency of cream cheese and will spread on. So a fish mousse. We put tire rubber tenderizer in our bread to make it softer. Tire rubber tenderizer. I mean, I doubt it's that simple. Are you just... What is the name of the thing that you put in bread to make it whatever. Make it softer? Because there's plenty of chemicals that sound scary and are used for different things. That like propylene glycol is used to I think it's used as an antibacterial gel. It's also used to stabilize cream. Oh, so it's just a yeast. Isn't real. I mean, your bread is real. It's got a few extra chemicals in. I personally prefer there's be less chemicals, but... not honestly, the ingredients don't have to be printed. They line obfuscate the nutrition and have alternative name for the band codes. I have no idea. Yeah, I can't comment on that. I'd be surprised if that was true still, but... We'll see. So, azodicarbonamide. Azobicarbonamide. Azobicarbonamide is a yellow-orange crystalline powder primarily used as a foaming agent for plastics and rubber, and as a controversial food additive, dough conditioner, bleaching agent. It acts quickly to improve gluten structure, often used in commercial bread production. While regulated safe in the US at low levels, it is banned for food use in the EU and Australia due to health concerns regarding its breakdown by products. Industry use widely used in producing foamed plastic. Food functions as an aging and bleaching agent, improving bread texture, and is listed by ADA. Respiratory sensitized and hazardous if inhaled. So this doesn't necessarily mean it's bad to use it in that way. Just because, like, salt will kill you if you have too much. So, I mean, just because you use the foaming agent, that doesn't really mean much to me. That doesn't make me go, wow, they're using that in bread as well? There's a lot of chemicals that are used in lots of different things that... It's like aspartame. Like, aspartame is a carcinogen. However, you'd need to... I think you'd need, like, more than a person can safely drink in a day to reach the 100th of an amount for it to be a worry for being at all carcinogenic. Like, it's literally no chance that you could get enough aspartame through drinks to affect you. Question is, does it stay and build up in the body over time? I don't know. If it does, then yeah. And if it does, and that's a bad thing, then yeah, that would be bad. It's banned in the EU. We've banned a lot of stuff, though. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, a tiny amount that is not harmful is bad. There's a lot of banned stuff in the EU. I think a lot of it's good. I'd be surprised if all of it needed to be banned. But I don't know. Again, just, you know, regular guy opinion here. Not worth much. Marmite's crude oil, North Sea mud, and a shit ton of oxidation. It's delicious is what it is. You know what plastic really is? Plastic is those see-through materials that you use for soda balls. I mean, well, yeah, it is. The number, lethal dose amount. Yeah, I don't know what the lethal dose amount would be for that. It's the stuff that's not supposed to be in your food you need to watch out for, like phthalates. I don't really know anything about phthalates. Wait a minute, is phthalates things that, like, that leach from plastic? Or... I can't remember. Yeah. I don't know. I've heard the word a bunch, but I don't really know anything about it. Oh, so where the hell is the planet? I can't really see the planet in this. Oh, there it is. What we can find here. Like, I'm not like a anti-doomer or whatever. Well, I suppose I'm anti-doomer, but you know. So I do everything I can to avoid plastics in my food. You can't escape it completely. The world is too reliant on it. However, you can reduce the amount of, you know, microplastics and shit you subject your body to. One of the biggest things I did was just get rid of all plastic containers. It wasn't cheap to buy glass ones to replace them, but I think it was worth it. I've got a few of those Pyrex ones for like freezing stuff. Some really nice glass lid and bottom Pyrex ones with a silicone seal. They don't clip, so you can't like. It's not good for like a lunchbox for work or something. But like I often cook like a big chili and then I'll make a load of portions, freeze it. They're really good for that type of thing. Don't eat half the food in the US. I'm actually vegetarian. I know I wasn't messing. It's stuff that's not supposed to be. Zane, in Google, type in a list of chemicals in food in US banned in the rest of the world. I'll prove what I'm saying. I clearly cannot drop you the link. Oh, so yeah, I get that. I'm aware that America. So you said 76. That isn't surprising to me that there are 76 things that. Well, it won't be the rest of the world, but like the EU would ban. It's definitely not only the US that are using these chemicals. There'll be loads of other ones as well. They're just not the countries that matter or whatever. If that's what you're thinking in this conversation or whatever. I'm not saying you think countries don't matter. Let's get past this. I want to try those ones on YouTube where you batch cook and freeze in bars. Yeah, so you want to bet super cubes? Super cubes, man, I want to get some of them so bad, but they're not cheap. Super cubes, for anyone who doesn't know, are little silicone molds. They've got like a steel like plate in it, so it has some rigidity. And it's silicone molds that you put your food in, freeze, and then you can just take them out of the mold. It's basically food ice cubes. So then you can have like a main and rice and stuff in different cubes and combine them for like your meal to take to work with you. Take them out of the freezer, you get your Tetris food. They're so cool. Definitely a big fad, but I think it's a really functional, useful fad. US is the most relaxed when it comes to limiting stuff found in food, hence I don't like processing made. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely trust UK food more than American food, just on basis, because I think the laws are a bit more stringent. I can't say for sure whether any individual thing in the US is really bad, or whether the thing in the UK that's banned needs to be banned, but I mean, it's definitely going to be true for some of them, at least. Well, yeah, what we're looking for, yeah. Big ass plant. Oh, wait, actually, did I check it? There's 12 here, what? Oh, they're flying in underwater again, damn it. Let's have Nip Nip and Oreos. Yeah. Same, Paul. Plastic is used way too much in Japan. Like, if you see any videos of behind the scenes cooking in kitchens in Japan, they use plastic at every fucking stage. It's like, I mean, it makes sense because it's really convenient, but it's like the raw food comes in plastic. They then make the stuff. They'll sous vide half of it, and then they'll keep it all in plastic, and it'll go in about 4 or 5 different bloody things. They'll give everyone a big ass dose of extra estrogen or something. I don't know. But like, it's not great. Different food does it way different than in any of the countries, some of which are real and some of them are just bad scams. I'm not sure what you even mean by that. Awesome to have you. Then hails, yeah, that's a good quote. Damn it. If you do not want chlorinated chicken from Nip Nip and Oreos, yeah. So for me, at the very least, I don't know if chlorinated chicken is bad for you. What I do know is I don't like the idea of my chicken being having to be dipped in chlorine. One of the biggest things I dislike about it is that because it's dipped in chlorine, you basically, as far as I'm aware, the living conditions can be way worse. It doesn't matter if they have all this shit wrong with them, because it's just going to be bleached. So I'd prefer to have higher standards for the chicken. Even from both a food quality and humane standpoint. We don't need to be able to eat fucking meat in every meal of every day. That's a recent thing. Saying that it's too expensive, you can't afford to have meat in every meal if the chicken's twice the price. Well, no, up for all of human history, we didn't have meat in every meal. So, yeah, I think, well, pretty much all. So it's like, that isn't a good argument for me. Haven't ate eggs from a store in 30 years. I eat eggs constantly. Love eggs. I do splurge on eggs though. Eggs and rice are two things I splurge on. Because I like my dark yolked, free range deliciousness eggs. And I've actually got some Arakoa blue shelled eggs at the moment. They're friggin' delish. Tesco Finest ones. They're tasty. $2.60 for friggin' 6, but and rice is so damn cheap. And I hate the thought of rice weevils so much that I like fancy rice is still a damn cheap food. Like, as far as food goes, that's a really cheap source of nutrition. So I'd rather get the nice stuff. Tastes better. There's no rice weevils in it. That kind of thing. Going from small farmers and near me. Nice! Oh yeah, if you can, that's the way to go. Eggs, rice and beans and cheese keep me living. All of those awesome. I haven't... if you look it up on the internet, then you can see what I said. I mean, I don't even know what to look up there. That's the point. Living on the air. Oh, not to make it political, but as a condition to revert the tariff, Fauna had to allow import of US meat if she didn't pass a local inspection. That is a bit too... That's in with the conversation. That is definitely political. Yeah, I think that's a bit over the line, personally. So I'd rather, we're not doing that kind of thing. It's not something I'll give you a warning for or anything, but oop. Right, I'm bringing my dashboard up so I can actually see what's going on. Living on the edge. I mean, that does suck though. Although, so Japan. So, right, I tried some really nice jerky from Lawrence, whatever it's called. The Konbini. Probably, I think I'm thinking of the wrong name. Basically, it was really tasty. I thought, okay, this is really good. I looked on the back, and it was like American beef. Like, this is made with American beef. As far as I know, a lot of the beef in Japan is American, because obviously their own, like Wagyu, like Japanese beef, Lawson, that's it, thank you. Japanese beef is expensive, isn't it? So like a lot of the cheaper stuff and products. So doesn't Japan already get American beef? Or was this thing with Taiwan a specific type of American beef? Because I think it's not allowed in the EU either. Oh, how cute! Little bug. Bab? What, Bab? What kind of fauna is... Ah, it's a Florida as well. That's a bitch-ass bugger, that is. Bitch-ass buggers, B.A.B. Come with the idea of buying a catering dehydrator, you can make jerky in them. Yes, same, man. I really want to freeze dry, but they're like £1,000 for a shitty tiny one. It's so expensive. We can say about chlorine salt. It uses a microbial rinse for bacteria. keeps your food clean. Well, there's definitely unsafe things about it. It's like you can't drink it, they'll kill you. So the point would be, if any, staying in your food and stuff like that. But like I said, I think a lot of the thing that people don't like is the thought of it more than anything. But yeah, used and then taken away, I don't think it's a problem. Found prions in US imported beef in the past, so it was banned on the safe side of error. Oh, okay. Isn't prions that thing that's to do with like Kuru and shit, or mad cow disease or something? Only time will cause the throat issues if you have an underlying condition like dry mouth. From jerky, just finally sliced prime meat, air dried. One thing the Americans do well is whole barbecuing and meat smoking. Not that I eat it, but serious respect at the level of effort. It becomes a danger. I think it's natural for British people to be skeptical about chlorinated chicken and hormone-injected beef after mad cow disease. Yeah. I don't know how that affected the rest of the world. When I was younger, there was a whole mad cow disease thing. It wasn't safe to eat beef for quite some time. I think it was something to do with the spinal fluid, and it was something that people could catch, but it would take 10 years to actually show up. They wouldn't know that you're getting it and like infect yourself until 10 years or whatever. It's a big scare. I don't know the truth of the whole thing, like how bad it actually was or whatever. I was a child when it was about. Never really looked into it. Much because I am a duck. Well, that's your problem. Oh, dude, I saw 2 adorable ducks today. A photo on my phone. Bring up the ducks. That was my 5 guys. I took a photo to send to a friend of mine because I used to go with 5 guys. Here's my ducks. Look at these adorable ducks in the middle of Nottingham. Look at them on the bench. They're so chill. Adorable little ducks. Yeah. Ducks are cute. From Alice. No offense to London, Europe, but if I visit that country and try the food, then I have a feeling that it might taste bad and I'll get a bad stomachache. What? I don't know why you'd think that, but... Japan's organisation promoting US beef. Oh yeah. So Japan has organisation promoting US beef, so it's a thing there. That's the thing, I suppose. Like the whole thing with the war and stuff. Kind of, US took Japan under its wing and stuff, didn't it? I don't actually know that much about it. But I know there's a hell of a lot of US influence, or was at least, in Japan. Trying to air dry your beef in the UK is just an invitation to some wet meat. I actually once tried to make jerky by using the lowest setting in my oven. It did not work well. I wasted some delicious tub's head. Americans that inject their chickens, I've no idea. I mean, Seattle does have great food, but Europe has much higher food standards, so you won't get bad stuff. I'm from Seattle, eh? Okay, I'm getting the shits from a curry, only you just ate a greasy yummy before you came. The irony. Did you eat greasy yummy? The only thing I can think of that as a greasy yummy would be like a yum yum. Which they're more sticky, but they are a bit greasy as well. So for those Americans who don't know what the hell a yum yum is a delicious kind of... It's basically like a deep fried bit of... Like a deep fried puff pastry donut. So deep fried, straight puff pastry donut that it's basically saturated with oil and syrup. Like it's like soaked in sugar syrup and then has some like sugar put on it after as well. They're delicious, but they're also like deadly. They're called yummies. I've never seen them called yummies. I've seen them called yum yums in every shop I've ever bought them from. I'm not sure if shops still sell them that are not had, unless you're on about a different thing, of course. So, is what I've described what you were calling a yummy? Oh, the US do have yum-yums. Okay. It's true until I try it. Yeah, like, the only place... I mean, I see them in the supermarkets here. I sell them in supermarkets. I've only ever seen them called yum-yums. Is that like a Yorkshire thing then? Call them yummies? Or maybe it's just a Midland thing to call them yum-yums. Have you ever been to Europe? Sounds like carnival food. Oh, I mean, it definitely would suit that. Although this is soaked with syrup as well. Showed this at the start of the stream. I got some baklava from a Turkish supermarket when I was in Nottingham. I've never tried baklava. But when I saw that they had a counter devoted to baklava, it was next to the olive counter as well. They even had a Butcher's. It's like a little corner shop. It's amazing. And I got this one as well. More baklava. Soaked to fucking syrup. I think it's supposed to be honey. Like I was saying at the beginning, they sell like a jug of honey. It's £6. So I was like, that's not real honey. There's no way. It's way too cheap. I read it and it was 9% honey. 10% honeycomb. And the rest was fructose syrup. Baklava is... Yeah, so I tried... there was 4 of the mini ones with the pecans. I've already had 2 of those on the train. But they got my fingers very sticky. No one in the world would think the best thing to do to a fresh fish is deep fry it in greasy batter, except the British. Really? Aren't the Australians also like claim that they're amazed that they're the best at fish and chips as well, like fried fish? Were we the? I don't think did we invent like battered deep fried fish? Also, loads of fish are oily, which is just another word for greasy. Plus, the sea's like 10% oil thanks to BP and all that. That's a terrible joke. It doesn't even make any sense. Was I gonna? I'm gonna look for something there. I completely forgot what it was. Jewish people invented fish. Oh yeah, let's look at etymology of fish and chips. So, who first deep fried fish? Spanish and Portuguese Jewish immigrants, Sephardic Jews, are believed to have first introduced battered deep fried fish to the UK as early as the 16th century. They prepared pescado frito, fish coated in flour and fried in oil, as a traditional Friday night meal for Shabbat. Or is that Sabbath? Often, I don't know how to pronounce that. Often eaten cold the next day. Oh, why? Key aspects. Oh, that makes sense because you're not supposed to do things on the Sabbath. Key aspects of the invention method: the fish was fried in oil or fat rather than butter, allowing it to be preserved and eaten cold. Immigration: the technique was brought to London by Jewish refugees fleeing the Spanish and Portuguese Inquisitions. Evolution: this dish became popular in London, and by the 19th century it was being sold as fried fish, Jewish fashion, as described in early cookbooks. Jew fish and chips combination. While the fried fish came earlier, the combination with fried potato chips is believed to have originated in Britain in the 1860s, with potential first shops opened by Joseph Malin or John Lees. Interesting. Wait, so Shabbat is correct. That's how it sounded, but is that pronounced Sabbath or was Shabbat? Anyway, so deep fries Mars bar, never again. I've never tried one of those. I'm not sure I want to, but if I get the chance, probably will. Tell you one thing the UK does badly in food: Mexican. Oh my god, the UK really does Mexican food really, really badly. Old El Paso is an insult to them and their culture. Their food is mostly excellent. I would actually agree, yeah. Like, Mexican food in the UK is not. It's like Mexican food in the UK to Mexican is like Tex-Mex. No. Mexican food in the UK to Tex-Mex is like Tex-Mex is to Mexican. So, like, Tex-Mex is great because it's like one step from the original. It's like a new way of looking at the original. Mexican food in the UK is like a new look at the secondary. So it's like when the whole thing of cloning, too much cloning, and the genes get messed up. Oh, inbreeding. Too much inbreeding, you get gammy hips. That's what British Mexican food is. It's inbred cuisine. Fucking hell. Oh. Never tried beans on toast, I gather. It wasn't a Mexican you was eating. Beans on toast, amazing. You're saying it correct, Zane. I don't know which I'm saying correct, though. That's the thing, Dimmer. Agreed. Fish and chips in the US is served as like a cuisine dish. It's such a huge hilarious apart from the way the English do it. Yeah, here, it's like, the chips are soggy for one. You have soggy chips. They're not crispy. Soggy, fat pieces of fried potato that have soaked up all the fucking grease that probably should have been changed a week ago. Then you get the fish, which has got to be covered in batter. That batter's got to be crispy as all fuck. And then you cover those chips and fish in dangerous amounts of vinegar and a decent bit of salt. Like, they'll ask if you want salt and vinegar, and it will, like, the bag will leak from vinegar. You know, like beans on top of toast? Yeah. So you get some toast, get some bread, you toast it so it's hot. I actually like to leave it a second before buttering the bread. Or at least don't butter right to the edges, because you want some crispy bits on the toast around the crust, because it adds some nice texture difference. Now, beans, you need... Now, I know everyone says Heinz. Heinz beans are the worst beans. They are honestly the worst baked beans. Do not use Heinz. The only ones worse than Heinz, in my opinion, are... Oh crap, like Tesco Value or something. What you want is HP beans... Branston beans. Branston are the best beans. Branston, the ones who do Branston pickle. Branston beans are the best beans. They have the best sauce. Baked beans, specifically. If you get Branston beans, you're winning. And then you cook that, preferably in a pan. If you do it in the microwave, it'll heat it up, but it won't really cook it. So you want it in a pan, and you want to heat it up so it all kind of sticks to the bottom of the pan just a little bit. Then you turn it off so it releases. You mix it in. And it almost thickens the sauce and adds a little bit more texture to it. Because a few of the beans got mushed into the sauce there. Only a few. Just a few. You want most of the beans to be full. And then you put that on top of the beans. And if you really want to go fancy, you put a fried egg on top of that. If you want to go mega decadent, you get toast, cheese spread, or cream cheese. Toast, butter, beans, egg. Now that's dangerous levels. That's like biscuits and eggs heart attack levels. But you just have like 2 pieces of toast. So you don't have like 2 sets of that, otherwise you'll die. With the vinegar we used it to a certain degree, but in sauce, please like a mayo or tartar. So yeah, I love tartar sauce with chips when I'm having it with scampi. Oh, good. Scampi and chips, man, with tartar sauce. It's so good. It's just peak deliciousness. Rance pickle, holy shit, that stuff is good. It is, man. So if you get your hands on some rancid pickle, and you want to try something with it, get some toast, a little bit of Branson pickle. Like, you don't put a lot on. Branson pickle's basically like a sweet chutney. You put some little bits, say, get a dessert spoon of Branson pickle, put it on the bread and just spread it out so it's in little clumps. Because there's chunks of the pickle in it. But it's all about the sauce as well. Then you get some cheese, some cheddar, and grate that on top so there's a thin layer of cheese. Toast that so the cheese melts. Peak food. Because the pickle is sour, cuts through the fat of the cheese. You get the crunch of the toast. It's so good. How's my ship? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's really high. Yeah, must have been. Tried baked beans before, but it messed up my stomach, and I had to use a bathroom for like multiple times. How unused to fibre are you? The only way I could think the baked beans would mess up your gut is if you don't eat fibre almost at all normally. Because beans are relatively high fibre. One pack of beans shouldn't really mess you up. By the way, if it's that's opulence. Damn right, it's dimmer. If it's that messing you up, the fibre, you just need to eat it more, and you'll balance it out. You only get the runs or whatever because you're not used to it. But once you get used to it, you'll be healthier in general, and you won't get the runs. I was raised on baked beans. Yeah, pretty much like half of the UK's is raised on baked beans. My father always used to say he only got so tall because of baked beans. He's 6'3". Toasted with my big old dab of cheese. No, not hells, yeah. Okay, well, I'm originally English to be clear, and I've travelled the world quite a bit. Still think beans on toast are legendary staple food. Yeah, so do I. It's definitely. Oh, was Jay saying it's not? What? Yeah, I did toast with my pickled dab of cheese. Try to pickle, holy shit, that's just. I don't think Mexicans acquired taste here. I've not seen many around that aren't from the Heinz 10. Huh? Right. Yeah. Curried bean toasties are nice. Never had anything to do with curry and baked beans. I've never had that combination in any way. I do like spiced beans. So like, I have lots of like cans of chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans and stuff in my cupboard, which I'll often make like, and lentils and stuff, which I'll often make like quick curries because it's like, it's cheap, it's healthy, and it's fairly quick to just, there's not much effort. Spend 5 minutes chopping ingredients, get it frying, put some water in, and leave it for 20-30 minutes to simmer, and then you've got a tasty meal. Do been over this. Keep what's that? At least we're not afraid. Oh, don't want to put that back there. Curried baked beans are toasted. Nice. It's amazing how many great foods you can make from cheese, tomato, and a bit of bread. Honestly, yeah. Focaccias for one. Oh. Plus, one of my favourite things is, have you had masala beans in dishoom? No, I don't know what dishoom is. And masala beans, I mean, I've had spicy beans. Like I've cooked beans which I've put spices with. Oh yeah, so one of my favourite quick things. This is also from my youth, of course. You get toast, cheese on toast. So you toast some bread, put some cheese on, you melt that, and then you top it with tomatoes. These tomatoes need to be tinned tomatoes. If you want to be fancy, the best way to do it is going to be to get some tinned plum tomatoes, so whole plum tomatoes. You can either cook them and keep them in shape, or just do what you do with the pasta sauce. Crush them in your hand as you put them into the pan to heat up. You can use chopped ones as well. I'd generally say go for Napolina or something if you're going to use chopped ones if you're in the UK, just because it's at least it's a bit better. The sauce for Napolina is great. There's less sugar in Napolina than any of the others, and it tastes better. And basically just simmer that until you reduce it by about half. Then put that on top of the cheese on toast. Oh, you need to put a shit ton of black pepper. Shit ton of black pepper in the tomatoes. A pinch of salt. A pinch of sugar. When you're working with tomatoes, a little bit of sugar goes a long way and wakes it up. And you definitely want some salt as well. And a shit ton of black pepper. You could cheat and just do black pepper and a little bit of tomato ketchup. That will fill the salt and sugar aspect as well, but I prefer just a bit of salt and sugar. And yeah, just serve that over the cheese on toast. It's delicious. It's good. It's quick. Like an 8-minute meal. Do you like chip butties? I don't mind chip butties. I've had chip butties many a time. For those who don't know, chip butties is basically just you get chips, fries if you want, but a normal chip butty is just English soggy fatty chips on a piece of bread that has been buttered. Not much. You don't want to overly butter it because the butter's going to melt and it'll drip out if there's too much. Put a bit of sauce, a bit of ketchup, tomato ketchup. Then close the sandwich, fold, eat. Good. It's a carb-on-carb sandwich with a bit of salt sugar sauce. Saying, do you put Worcester sauce on your baked beans? I don't know. Should I try next time? Should I put some Worcester sauce on? I did used to put some HP Fruity sauce on. HP Fruity is like a tangier, fruitier version of HP sauce. It's really good as well, especially on beans on toast. One thing, actually, if you want to go fancy with your beans on toast, I'd highly recommend getting some beetroot. Get some pickled beetroot and, have that with your beans on toast. It's delicious. It goes really well with it. Some beans. What were sauces for cheese, not beans? You could put cheese on your beans and then Worcester sauce. Tiniest blob of mayo in baked beans makes them go all creamy. That sounds horrible. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It makes me feel slightly nauseous, just the thought of it, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Best carb-on-carb sandwich has to be pizza and a baguette. That sounds horrendous. That sounds so dry. And if it's not dry, it's so deadly from oil that you're going to die. Unless it's like, deep dish. So it's like half sauce, maybe. Then it's basically just a pizza sub. You're teaching art at the rec centre, calm down. Savage background fish from Spoon. No trouble that side there and stay driven, couldn't have an authentic reference when it comes to food criticism. Oh, darn the hell. Right. So anyway, sorry, we've been talking about bloody. We've been talking about food for the last 30 minutes 40 minutes without actually doing any playing. So thank you, everyone. I meant to end the stream 20 minutes ago. Let's see who we're raiding. It's Gekosaurus, of course. Golden Gek. It feels so sweet, 'cause the world is but a treat when you're on Golden Gek Street. He's playing on the window rows. On the subway, Jason and train. Do when we're on Easy Street. Scoop-a-dabba-diddle-doo. Golden Gek is live-a-roo. So yeah, thank you everyone. I'll be live with Windrose on Tuesday where me, not Bob this week, me, Jason and Beebs will be taking on second boss. And I'll be doing some exploring in the third biome. I think the last biome in the current early access release. So thank you everyone. And if I found one triple S. Oh, you found one though. How's it, Dark Lord? Thank you everyone for joining. It was awesome to have you and awesome to hang out and chat. And I'll hopefully catch you next time. Let's go and raid Gek with the hashtag Shadaisy if you're down for it. And peace. Sorry, Zane, didn't mean to. Oh, no worries. Hey, if I didn't enjoy it, I should have finished it. So, thanks. Peace. Oh, and stream.
Are you?